Fuck.
Don't get.
Sorry, I did that for Rob. I did that for Rob because he goes like that.
I can hear
Am I
me.
dark? Good grief! I was fine before.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what? Yeah, why are you in? I know it's pretty.
don't-
The weather's terrible. The weather's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it's the auto lighting. I'm just gonna do it like that. Fine. I gotta fix my backlighting.
99. Is it really session 99?
Bloomin' mess.
If it is session 99, that means next week is session 100. So we should
Oh,
do.
hey.
Wow, that's some quick maths there, Jodie.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I know, right?
Incredible.
Let's all get party hats. Let's all wear party hats and have
We can get glasses that say 100.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to get. I think we can see if we can find those.
Just get glasses that say we can count too. Smile.
And do like the little.
Alright. Genuinely speaking, I wouldn't mind doing something.
I
silly
have a
like that.
thing. I have like one of
I
those
would love
things.
to do
You have a
that, to be
thing?
honest.
Tis what she
Yeah, like one
proclaimed.
of those blowy things.
Your
Tis
blowy
what she proclaimed. I have a blowy thing.
A whistle.
Whoa.
My friend sent me this from Japan.
better.
It's like a kid's whistle thing.
What are those things called?
Hi, everyone.
Party-
What are these called?
Party poppers?
They're not kazoos.
Party
They're
popper.
not whistles. They're.
Oh, this one doesn't make a noise.
It goes.
I don't know what they're called.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
this one doesn't make a noise.
All right, I'm gonna play some cheese ball music for you guys while we wait for Dallan to show, and then we'll probably start.
As a panda.
Listen to my J.
All right, this damn thing's gonna.
I thought this
fall,
made a noise. Okay,
Yep.
well, one of these, but that makes a noise.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep it here because hey,
This
you
is
can see
do
me.
you know why they make this without a noise? Because when kids have these, get hold of one of these, the ones that make the noise, it's really annoying. So they made ones without noise.
Is that your scientific opinion, my dear?
To
Yes.
be honest,
That's
yeah,
my
well,
scientific
that's
assessment.
really annoying.
It's
Yeah.
really annoying. It's really annoying. But let's get one of these. Let's get one of these, but that ones that make noise.
Yeah.
I've never seen one with
try
three.
to blow it on your friend.
All the time.
No. Like in their face. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Are we? You're learning.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's gonna jam.
Hey, 3 months.
Hey, it's a Rob. Woo woo! Nice job, Goldy.
Temple Maki
To be fair,
Rob, those cookies are good.
Yeah, I just had one. Holy smoke!
It's actually a little bit bad because I have forgotten to resubscribe at the appropriate time, so I've missed days.
You've
Sorry.
forgotten to what?
Like I was like, I have to subscribe, and it's like, I keep forgetting. But it's fine now.
Where are my Americans?
Americana.
Okay, Chef said he's on his way.
Because it is like 6 a.m. or whatever, or like it's like super early.
It is
So,
9
like,
a.m. for them. If you're in the East Coast.
But they're not on the. You know they're not
Well,
on the
they should have
goddamn
moved.
East Coast.
They should have moved.
Oh well, that's a whole different argument.
You know what, Jodie? They just should have been fucking British.
That's talking about like a,
we get it easy.
You guys have it the
Easy.
easiest of any player.
And not only that, it's like it's so easy.
Leisurely wake up time, leisurely finish before dinner time, you know.
At 1:30.
Play Minecraft beforehand while you're eating lunch.
Oh, I remember playing a goddamn.
To be
Minecraft.
I get to
fair,
take
we
Goldie's
have-
Prime subscription for free sometimes when he remembers.
You never want to get me to play Minecraft. I don't like the art style. It looks like
I'm probably the- I'm the only streamer that's gonna
Never play-
shame
I will
people for
never
forgetting to
play-
sub
I don't like
But them-
Icewind, but it's fun.
But then Minecraft.
because it's just my players' penance for me. They're like, please don't kill me this week. Prime sub. This is my one good week out of 4.
I'm already Prime sub, so don't kill me. I'm already Prime
take it
sub.
No, it's not your sub week though, so it's irrelevant, right?
It is not my sub.
You're only safe for 1 week out of the 4.
Oh no.
That's when you can prime sub. It's just that week. You're safe. Like, oh yeah, do whatever the fuck. You can have inspiration. Here you go, prime sub.
Prime
That's the
sub
new
for-
standard,
that's-
Cari. That's how we're gonna
That's
solve
pay
it.
to win. It's
Cari?
pay to win.
It's microtransactions in D&D. You have to sub to your DM, and then you can get.
You know what,
Send you some coffee
Jodie,
money.
you're right. But
The
let's not think
low
about
price
it.
of paying for Amazon Prime in your local
The pay to
country.
I think pay. I actually do use Amazon Prime all the time, but I don't use
Yeah.
the you get like
The
music,
instant
you get
video
music.
or whatever.
They even give you
Oh.
occasionally. They even give you free games. I'm looking on here. There's like some
Yeah.
games they give me.
Prime
And I-
Gaming is good.
I've never claimed them.
Okay,
Wait, no,
one,
maybe-
you absolutely should, and two, if you get codes, give it to Cari because she plays some of the games.
But most of these are like in-game content for like League of Legends and stuff.
Rob,
Like King, Farm Hero Saga, 40 gold bars and more. Like,
They
come on.
change over time. You have to keep coming back to it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can send you-
Sakaduchi outfit for Rogue Company.
Rob, trying not to
Oh, this is
use
a game. Claim
out
game.
of-
The beast inside.
out-of-game information. When we were coming into the city, could we
I'm not
see the
finding
whole city, or was there like limited vision when we were coming into the city?
Depends on what you're trying to get out of this question, rather than what the question is itself.
So
Oh god.
I'm thinking like
Level of
we've marked out these towers in our head, but did we even see all these towers when we were walking into the city? Could we see them from the distance just vaguely?
In theory,
What?
you would have been able to vaguely notice the shapes of all of these places.
Okay, that's good enough. Like, I don't want to go somewhere where we should not even know that direction is a potential place to go.
So you're
you know?
asking to not metagame. I would say you're pretty safe to kind of go wherever you think. There's a little bit of metagaming that you can kind of mess around with here if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the towers are concerned in particular, I'd say that's fine.
Okay.
But above the game, I think that I've been pretty clear that there are many places here that you'll want to visit, not just the towers in game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in character, to give yourself some more motivations, you have a living book that wants to be updated, and you have a wizard that wants to explore, that's trying to balance helping you and doing what she wants. So you have those two things as other in-character motivations, as well as the possibility that you could find something that could help you while you're here as well. So there's a little bit of the kind of catch-22, the balance and stuff like that with doing the tasks that you think that you need to do in orders or whatever, and all the stuff that you guys might want to do as players. In character, it's very fair to say that you could assume a lot of those things. Now, some of those more chaotic things are like, I'm just gonna go walk in this building by myself. Like that. That's like a whole character choice thing that I'm not gonna go with, but that's up to you guys to figure out. And because I don't have a player piloting Velen, I'm kind of the one that has to do that. It's a bit much for me to like contribute too much for you guys, but hopefully it's not overbearing. So,
Well, we can all take turns piloting Velen
Oh,
down.
excuse me.
but you don't know the information she knows is the main problem. So
Well, then it's not a problem if you just tell us.
hilarious. Okay, let's try Chef. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is everything okay down under?
Good.
Hi, Chef.
Down over?
Down over.
Down over.
That's what I'm referring to, since I'm above Australia, but also really far from the US. Down over.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of
I
weird.
think from the equator, you are slightly above all of us.
No, we're
No, we are above
the
everyone.
furthest north. We're the furthest north.
I think
We
so.
are
Anyways,
We're
Chef,
like
how are
Yes,
you?
I think we are.
south part of Japan.
And they're in
I
the
think-
south of Japan, right? So
Latitude, longitude,
longitude is
horizontal lies.
All right.
We are like
Carrie.
Wait, isn't it?
Jodie, Cari, I'm asking Chef how he is. I don't give a shit about the longitude, okay?
It's important. We need to know.
Then you guys can hash that out in DMs and not let the above board conversation get neglected from what you guys want to go shoot the shit about.
I apologize for starting this.
All right. It's
It's
not
okay,
helping that
sorry.
there's non-dramatic music.
Should
Okay.
I try to find Dallan? She said it'd be
You can
20
try.
minutes,
He
right?
said he was going to be 20 minutes, but it's
Yeah,
26
so-
minutes.
It's 26 minutes and he's not here.
All right. While Chef tries to do that, I'll do a quick recap. The party last week, Songs of Summer, in episode or session number 98, crossed Ythrin after combating some people in a smaller, more rubbled kind of general anthropology museum and or potentially armory that was for display pieces. Ran to what they thought was their main target, aka the center of the city. What they're looking for is the possible power source. They were met with a wall of invisibility that could not be entered in any way, shape, or form, and they even found out through use of Scout, the familiar owl, their companion, Velen, that the barrier went all the way around the tower and all the way up. So they sought to follow after a ring of companionship to find its partner, which led them to a tower. They were able to deduce in their own thoughts that this tower was owned by a enchantress by the name of Evira, based off of some of the knowledge they gained through their research in a museum. However, when they ascended the tower, they saw some ravings of a mad person on the wall in ink and in wine stains, and then finally in blood. And as they entered, they realized someone is still here, sitting at the top of the tower, alive. And a body is on the floor with a ring on it that is untouched by frost.
Oh, damn. There's like a whole... Oh my gosh, is this for the goddamn coronation? There's like a million helicopters flying over. Like tons of them. Can you see it? Can you guys see it?
I can't see it.
I mean, not you, the guys in the UK. It's like loads of them. I've never seen so many helicopters.
No, it's on Monday.
Can you hear it?
Window.
Jodie, it's on Monday. They're preparing right now.
It's probably test runs or something.
I can't really show outside because my window's filthy.
We're getting
Anyway,
a new thing. No one likes.
Back on topic.
Okay.
Rob, from my previous identify for the ring, would I know that it needs to be on a finger to point to each other, or does it just work in either way?
The same effect that you get from the ring of locating the other is what you would imagine the other one does, but you haven't tested the theory out yet.
Okay, so I do need to test it. Okay, I'll do something like...
It's like reasonable deduction skills versus like, I wonder how the other one works. If this is just a locate object on the other one that's extended range or what.
Does it need to be on the finger? That's my question.
Well, you can confirm right now that the ring is on a dead corpse. So it doesn't seem that...
the finger.
Yeah.
And see if it still directs. Walk around the room, see if it still directs. Then take it off the finger. See if
matches.
I have questions because, like, last week...
Then I take it off the finger. Does it still work?
Did the rings give each other a hug?
I will say while you're wearing the ring, it operates, but it seems that there's some sort of finicky like nature to it where the ring is finally labeled as removed. Is kind of a bit odd. You're not quite sure when it begins the magic because it kind of has a little bit of delay on it when it's put on. Similar to an attunement process, but because this is a more common magic item, your guess is that it's probably just like a weak magic that's been enchanted on here. But the power of the ring is in the range and the ability not to have to attune to it. That's where the power of the ring has.
Okay. So if I have a ring on and I throw the other ring in something's mouth, it'll still point to the ring in something's mouth.
Yeah.
That's my thought process. Okay.
Worked through the buildings that you've come through and the iceberg, so yeah.
No, it's the other ring was on a finger. That's my thing.
I mean, when you take the other ring off of the body, you still track it.
Okay, I still track it. That's the thing I needed to know. Okay.
Okay, can I ask something now? Last week when I had left when I left early, I did put I was watching the stream, but I fell asleep at the end, so I didn't see what happened at the end. So you're saying we went up a tower, and there's a dead body in there.
There's a body on the floor and an elderly woman sitting rigidly on a black throne, shrouded around in ice. She wears a crown entwined with iron tentacles, and her forehead is bruised, where the band tightly fits around her skull. And there is an inscription decorating the wall behind her.
On the first floor, when we first entered, there on the first floor,
I have this written down if you want me to say all of it.
All work and no play makes Avira a dumb girl. Was written in like this black ichor, not ichor,
Pitch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the second floor.
Time out, Cari. Mesh, I'm getting like a bunch of really loud background sounds from you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, let me check.
Someone hoovering?
Sounds like someone's vacuuming, yeah.
Well, there's all these planes and stuff flying over.
On the second.
Yeah, what was you saying? Yeah.
The second floor in wine was written, "I'm Avira. Avira is my name." On the third floor, where we're currently at, written on above the door in blood is "The crown knows all." And then when we enter and we see her above where she's at, it says something about the crown. Sorry, something about a secret.
How do we know like one's wine and one's blood? Did like Mesh lick them or something? How do you
Cari,
know?
did you say what was written on the inscription?
For number 4, I just
In
wrote
the room
secret.
you're in.
I just wrote secret.
I believe it was.
It's in Draconic.
His secret.
I just knew that we needed a secret or something, and so I just wrote.
Do you want me to read it again?
Did you have it?
I can just read it again. It's fine.
Okay.
As Professor Scant has to read it. It roughly translates to this. Fourth, coax a secret from another.
I actually had all that written down.
Did you say what this was written in? Like the first few were blood, wine, and in what material? Like blood, wine, pitch were the first 3.
This one says an inscription.
Okay, so it's
That's all
like
you
carved in or something.
Yep.
My detect magic would still be up, right?
I just want to ask a question.
Are you gonna ask a question then?
Yeah, this old woman, is she still alive?
Devii told you that she's alive.
Okay, alright.
Mesh.
I think
My detect magic would tell me anything about the crown, or maybe an aura around her.
I think you gave us the crown was magical, but you didn't say. I don't remember what it was.
Everything is lit by pink continual flame spells, but that doesn't necessarily mean the school of magic is pink. That makes sense. It's just the coloring of them.
I think
They
you
are
said-
evocation magic, and the crown.
I just had magic evil tentacle crown. I don't
crown
write down the class.
The crown.
Magic evil tentacle crown.
The crown is. One moment. Oh, that is on the right spot. Okay.
It definitely looks as though I don't think she intended for the crown to bruise her skull or forehead.
So have you spoken to her then? This woman?
No,
Not yet.
So we walked into the room and we're just standing there?
Yeah, that was
No,
Just standing there.
standing there. We're searching. There's a dead body on the ground, and it has the
Okay.
ring that we were searching
The-
for.
Wouldn't
the,
we speak to her first? Wouldn't that be the first thing we
she's-
do?
She's coated in a frozen ice coating.
So we can't speak to her?
Well, no, it doesn't mean we can't speak to her. It's just that when we came in,
Okay,
she's
time
like
out. Time out.
frozen.
As much as possible, try to keep it in character, even if you've missed a session.
Okay.
Too much above the of the game. If you've missed a session, you're just gonna have to catch up or try to get that stuff sorted before game
No,
time.
I've. Yeah, to be honest with you, Rob, I forgot that I must have missed the last little bit when I fell asleep last
Okay,
week, and I
that's
forgot.
fine.
Okay, yeah. I'm just as Cal. It's like, is she frozen? Can we speak to her?
Yes, she's frozen. Yes, you can try to speak.
Okay.
To answer Mesh's question about the
mhm.
magic, just to remedy that situation so you guys can talk in character. The magic coursing through the crown has two colors, pink and blue, which to you would reflect abjuration, which is protective magic, and enchantment.
Light blue?
Light
or
blue is like icy color. That would be divination. So in my game,
blue.
the only difference between them is that instead of it being like a light blue, I'm gonna say that it's like white. For
Like
divination,
it would
for
be blue.
divination, it will be white,
Okay.
and conjuration will be blue. It'll just
Okay.
be easier to, or sorry, abjuration will be blue. I think conjuration is a different color.
And divination is white. Okay.
Hang on, let me just check what conjuration is, if that's another one that's freaking blue or whatever.
Conjuration is yellow.
Thank you. Conjuration is yellow. Transmutation is orange. I really should just have this as like a general DM screen, but because we're, here and I can usually Google this quickly, but there you go. Okay. You are at the top floor of the tower, by the way, just as a quick reminder.
Oh,
Okay,
the big tower.
That's it. This is the third or fourth floor.
Nancy? Question mark.
Could I do a medicine check on the bruise from afar?
Devi has already done that.
Oh, I'm sorry,
She's
Devii.
just like way ahead of you. Way ahead of you.
Al? Are you
Hello.
able to do it?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if we could. So
You can speak
Cal-
to anything.
Cal's gonna walk a bit closer. Well, the thing I was wondering if she would be able to reply.
That I
So-
don't know.
Hello? I'm just
I
gonna
wanna-
say out loud. Hello?
I wanna.
We're friends. I'm just gonna cut you off.
Why are you cutting me off?
You're taking too long. Just say hello.
I was literally about to do it. You cut me. I was literally about to do it. You cut me off.
Ah, you're worrying too much, Chalcedony. Hello. We mean you no harm.
We come in peace.
We come in peace. I was gonna say that.
Mesh, do
As I put away my daggers.
Mesh, do you hear anything in your mind?
Last time I think Rob said no, nothing's coming off. But I
No,
could try.
I'm asking in character.
Nothing yet. I could try and go deeper. Yeah, I'll try to go deeper. So I'm gonna try and focus through the misty fog of her thoughts. Do I even get a hook or
Mesh,
something?
something pushes back. You
Ooh.
cannot get in.
I can't get in.
The best way of describing it is if something was wrapped around the mind. You cannot get in.
Like a black tentacled crown, perhaps.
Okay, this
Like a wall.
Can I separate the person's thought and the crown's thought? Is the crown like conscious?
There's no way for you to know.
No way to know? Okay.
Well, do we
Yeah,
try to
just as
take it
a
off?
recap, what he said is the crown of it is of iron and is iron tentacles intertwined and bruising her forehead.
Hmm.
This is how you bruise your, I guess.
Before I start going touching stuff, we're all going to agree that I shouldn't just lift that up, right?
Probably not a good idea. Yeah.
Good. I just want to get that out the way now. And I put my hands there.
I feel like
On the side, we could have one of your animals do that.
I don't know. The last time that someone suggested that, I got a bollocking about something.
I'd still do it again.
I don't like it, but
All right, fine.
It's the safest way to do it, I think.
You realize that none of them have opposable. None of them have opposable.
None of them will be able to
They
get
can
up
fight
to it,
it,
let
right,
alone
right.
grab it.
also, to be honest, she's coated in a thin layer of like sheet ice. That includes the ground. Have you ever
Can't we
tried
just
to pull,
break
like,
that out?
something frozen to something else that's also embedded into something else? Off?
Why
Yes,
don't we just,
yes,
why don't we just break that off?
My animal did that. It was very horrible.
Why don't we just break that off, Devii? The ice coating. We can get that off.
Well, with melting it, I suppose. I don't know how safe it would be, but I don't know what else to do.
Well, I can just tap. Look, let me just see if I can tap it with my scimitar and crack it. So, I want to take my
You know
scimitar
what?
and just
Okay.
give this ice a good a whack.
I'm just gonna whisper to the Devii without anyone saying, "That is a good idea, right?"
No.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my scimitar. I'm gonna take my scimitar. I guess I'll use the blunt end, the handle, and just whack this ice. Just whack
Where
it.
are you hitting?
So she's so
Yeah,
just
we're
to
both
give you a visual. She's sitting in a chair
In a throne, yes.
on the front. Okay, so I just wanna whack on. I guess where her leg is, or if it's attached, if it's like covering her legs or whatever. I'll just whack that part.
Like a good old whack.
Okay.
Good old whack.
It's a very thin layer of ice and cracks easily.
Oh, nice, sweet. See, I told you we can just peel this off. Why don't we just peel this off and get her
Take off the
out?
crown then.
Oh, wait.
Why is your first concern the crown? How about for this woman's like well-being? All you're thinking about is the damn crown.
The
Don't
thing
forget what.
above
Well, we'll get the crown. Don't worry. But we need to.
that says to coax a secret from another. I don't know, maybe that might help us as well.
Sorry, say that again, please, Devii.
The wall over there, in Draconic. Professor Scant said it said something about coaxing a secret from another. We already
Yeah.
have those things dig into our mind and get a secret out of us.
Well, maybe we need to speak to her, or we could attempt to speak to her.
Okay.
She might know a secret.
We just did try to talk to her.
Oh, she's covered in ice. So if we take the ice off,
Ice is
Then-
not covering her face.
Dude, it's like from,
oh, her face isn't covered.
Correct.
oh, her face is thawed.
Correct.
Okay, so I thought her face was frozen.
Now
When you said she's
that
covered in ice-
Chalcedony is actually closer to it and shattered some of the ice, you realize that there's a very small, like, breath that is crystallizing in the air, very faintly outside of her mouth to show that she's breathing.
Does the cow looks like does that thing where you put your hand next to someone's mouth? Yeah, she's definitely breathing, but it's faint, but it's there.
Yeah, the fur on your back of
You
your
should,
hand ends up freezing from the
Cow
moisture.
hasn't got furry hands. I don't know how he's getting frozen, but anyway.
Interesting.
Does now.
No, he doesn't.
Got frozen hands, homie.
His hands are frozen. He's got furry hands.
Forgive my mother lack of knowledge, but usually when magic is implied to a person, doesn't it cover the entire person? She's breathing. That means she's alive, as opposed
I
to
already
being.
told you she's alive.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm just like, how does
Oh, you thought she was you thought she was undead?
I
Is that what you
think-
thought?
No,
think the
no,
difference-
no.
Alive dead.
Like, no, that's what I mean. I mean, like, doesn't magic apply to the entire body as opposed to just a part of the body?
Here's the thing. I think we're confusing the fact that she's frozen. The main source of magic here is the crown, not the ice around her. The ice is just an after effect.
I would agree with that.
Hmm.
I think it's the crown that's keeping her from her face from. Those pillars were also not.
Is it bonded to her head? I mean, it's all quite tight.
It's intertwined tentacles bruising her forehead.
What are you doing with your hands there, Cal?
I thought what to say? I thought the tentacles were over the crown. It's also over her head.
Crown is made out of like what looks to like the design is iron tentacles. That's the design of the crown.
It's weird.
It looks like it's intertwined like braided tentacles. Is it made out of iron? That's what the crown looks like.
It's made that line, but it's just so tight that she's got a bruised head.
Yes.
So...
Where the crown is placed, there is bruising that is visible. Like darker in shade.
Yeah, one wonders how this happened, how she got in this position, because presumably somebody did this to her. I can't imagine how else she would have got stuck in ice to the throne. But since she is alive and not undead, she has breath, then there's a possibility that she could be, maybe she's unconscious at this point, so maybe she could be woken up properly, and maybe we could communicate with her, but she might be not in a condition to talk right now if her health if she's kind of weak. Can we just, I know it sounds kind of lame, but if we just had like a bucket of water to throw over her, maybe that would wake her up.
No, that it's far too cold. The water will freeze at the second that we have the water in hand.
That's true.
How about you just touch her cheek? She already breathed on you. Something was going to happen. I assume it would have happened with the breath.
Okay. So, I touch her face with the back of my knuckles, and then... Okay, I'll just give her like a light... I'll give her a nice light... a light love tap. So I just like...
Oi.
Hello, on her face, like that, yeah. Hello,
Look
hello.
up bewilderment. You're
It
good
feels
with
like
women?
you're touching a skull. Her
And
skin
men.
is tight on her figure. And you feel like it feels like you're in like a museum. You just touched a fossil. Like it feels like it's about to break.
Okay.
So it's like, is it taut like a drum, or like that? Is that what you mean?
Yes, if a drum was taut with a very thin piece of tissue paper.
Dang, she seems quite
She's
delicate and not
In fact, why don't you give me a sleight of hand check?
sure. Slide up and check. Yes! I got 23!
23. Okay. You would deduce that after your sampling of this, trying to get her awake, that if you were to do that again, her face might crack.
Oh
my
yeah,
gosh.
she seems pretty delicate. I don't even know if we can get her out of this chair without breaking her, to be
This
honest.
crown's
She's like
the only thing keeping her
papier-mâché.
alive.
That's probably true. Do you know anything?
Nash, that sound, whatever that sound is that's going on in your room is like a fucking jet engine.
It's not something in my room. It's just my headphones being stupid.
It's the feedback of the headphones. Oof.
Okay, do you have better headphones? Do you have like a cheap pair of these are like my £3 you know, just.
Okay, we'll table that for now. We're gonna table it for now, guys.
And then while you're focusing on something, you suddenly hear battery low.
I mean, I guess I do have like a proper microphone now, so I'm not even.
Oh, sorry, Rob. Sorry. Focus.
I'm just getting pissed.
You guys are like the most ADHD you've ever been today, between the three of you.
I don't know what to say about it.
Goldy, let's just get one of your animals to try and pull off.
Don't you prefer awake Jodie to falling asleep, Jodie?
In that trio?
Yes.
Just definitely.
Goldy, can we just try and get one of your animals to pull off the
How? Okay, before you.
No, please.
I was trying
Please don't do that. She's pretty.
Scant is the all knowledgeable knower. I don't know what the word is of this area. He's the authority on.
He's not the goddamn authority. But anyway, let's
library orb.
Don't tell him he's an authority. He's already got a big enough head.
Okay, you're right.
Devii, what's your spell with stopping the dead? Because if she's gonna die very quickly, can you prolong it?
I can do a couple things. I can spare her, so I could definitely keep her from perishing. I don't have the prolong spell, but I can like do spare the dying, and you know, like if she falls apart, I might be able to make sure that her spirit doesn't leave. I can also do.
What's the so spare the dying? I don't know if that works.
Yeah, I can also do revivify, but I really don't want to use that. That is for you guys.
Well, if she crumbles to dust in front of us, if she's as fragile as Cal says,
yeah,
she's basically gonna be disintegrated, which means we can't revive it.
No, I mean, if we're careful, we could try our
The real
best not to
question,
break
though,
her, Chef.
is if we care.
Breker.
We could
As far as we're
always use-
concerned, she's been dead for 3,000 years.
She's a citizen of the city. She knows more about this place than anyone else
Then
alive.
you scant.
We can ask her.
I'm not
after she's
scant,
gone.
you skink.
Oh, sorry.
She gives you a
better.
wink, which you can't tell if it's a blank or a wink because she only has one eye.
Oh, okay.
Devii, what was the other spell you said?
I two spells. The revivify, the one I didn't want to use.
Yep, and spare the dying. Didn't you have
Spare the
prolong
dying.
something?
Yeah, I have that one, but I don't have it prepared today.
What's the death? You have death ward too?
I do have death.
I don't think that'll help.
It's a higher level spell. So,
The better question
wanna
is, how
waste
do
that.
you preserve something that is never meant to be alive for this long?
I don't know.
Good question.
Probably ask the crown.
Next question.
Oh, okay.
There's probably in a situation where maybe we can't do anything about it. What are you going to do?
So the main thing
Well-
is we need to ask her questions. We could do that after she disintegrates, but we need the skull, right, for your spell to work, Olin?
Wow, we're already
I don't know what you're
planning for her to
talking
die
about.
and
We've
take-
been through
take
this.
out
That
her
is a
skull.
clerical ability that wizards cannot do.
But
Oh,
Mesh,
okay.
Mesh, hold up. We're talking about taking out her skull and stuff. I mean,
Wait, who said anything about
just
taking
calm
her
down.
skull?
He said that you see disintegrate, take out her skull, and then you can do a spell to speak to her.
The speak with dead.
Oh, you're talking about speak. Okay, I don't have that one.
That's
Yeah.
not. That requires us her being dead. Us calling her death.
We cannot stop that at this point, from what I've gathered.
If
so
we
far.
don't touch her,
Maybe we
then
should
she
try
won't
to share
die.
a secret with her.
How about that?
Why don't we try the?
We're making a lot of
inscriptions
assumptions in this room. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't have anything to go. We only have assumptions to go on. I don't know what else
Exactly.
to do.
Exactly.
But-
that's
This
right.
is probably a wizard's
Pay you the big bucks.
maybe this is a situation where there's a big button in which we're not supposed to press it and we're just supposed to leave.
Well, yeah, duh. But
Yeah, I don't
I
like
know
message
about
plan of her being dead because that means we'd have to cause her death. I mean, if we know that,
It also could
what
be
are
a
we gonna
name
do?
where there's literally nothing we can do, but who knows?
Here's the thing. In the situation she's in, I would rather end it than suffer for another 500 years.
Yeah, that's
How do you know
you.
how do you know
That's
she's
you.
suffering, Mesh?
Yes.
You're making assumptions. You don't know. We don't know that.
We don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
How about we investigate some
The messages downstairs tell me she was suffering. Just saying.
And you know those messages are from her.
Why do
That's a
you
good
think
I
point.
am aware of.
suffering?
Aren't they
Lots
written
of
in the
people do
first
that.
person?
Assumptions on assumptions, Mesh.
I'm
I'm
Vera.
in Vera.
Is my name, and that's written in wine.
Sounds like her writing
She
it, not
seems
someone
like
else.
someone who's into puzzles and
I
confused.
mean, she's suffering.
I
She's written
don't
her
disagree
name.
that, but the other messages, I don't think each of the messages are from the same person.
Is the handwriting similar? Is it in the same language?
We also don't know if
I'm not going to say
the
anything
city
about the
crash.
handwriting because none of you can read the language.
Yeah, it was in Draconic, right?
Correct.
Seriously, you just read it out. This is I'm Vera or
I
something.
didn't. Can't read it.
You guys had every single message translated.
From scan,
Correct.
but we can't read it.
None of you can read it because none of you can speak Draconic or write it.
Devii,
But we
will
can
you have
see
Death
it.
Ward tomorrow?
Yeah, I can prepare that for tomorrow, I believe. I just changed my class, so I don't know for sure. Carrie's got to check.
I don't see how we would not be able to tell if the handwriting was the same, or if we can see it with our own eyes. I need to be able to read it to see if the handwriting is the same. That makes no sense, Rob.
Well, it also has to do with if you're trained in that kind of stuff.
And age
Like, none
will
of us are
change.
really trained.
Oh, I might be able to get it too.
Is anyone have
What am I looking for again?
Death Ward, 4th level.
Oh, Death Ward I have. I've cast it on myself 6 hours ago.
Can you cast
Does
this
anyone
on
have
her?
calligraphy tools? Calligraphy
Yes,
tools.
but it's a very, very high level spell, and I only have one left today. Wait, no, I have 2 left.
Fair enough.
I think we've seen a couple of things just disintegrate when we've exposed them to current time now. If we take off this crown, that's the only thing keeping her intact. She will disintegrate in front of us like so many things.
Yeah, I don't want to just like if I cast it on her, she falls over. I'm gonna speak in gaming terms. She falls over, she drops to 0 hit points, and then immediately is at 0 hit points, but then her body still falls apart. The spell ends, and then she's dead.
Her body falls apart.
The same thing with like strength drain, where if it's overkill, it doesn't matter if you stop it once, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Well, unless we can save her, either leave her or kill her.
The choice is either leave her or kill her, right?
Here's the thing. I think it's okay to leave her at this moment because I don't know what we're gonna need in order. Like, there's so much unknown information in this whole city. Although I do agree in the fact that it would be nice to free her and allow her to go over to the other side until we can get the information we need to save, whatever's going on.
So you're
I don't know.
leave her.
Maybe she needs
Mesh,
to be
what do you want to
alive.
do?
Maybe there's a key that can wake her up somewhere in the city.
We need
you want to do,
information
man?
at this point, and she's the one source that we know we could get something from.
Alright, Mesh says wake her up. Goldy, what do you want to do?
AKA kill her.
No, I'm actually on Devii on this one. Too many unknowns. We're
Alright.
assuming a lot.
Cal, what do you want to do?
I'd say the same. There's too many unknowns. We're making too many assumptions. I think we should
Alright.
investigate some other things and then return to see if we can.
Breker starts walking
figure
out of the building.
He's just like, peace out.
Just try to share a secret to the crown to see if it does anything.
Do you want us to be outside the room when you do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, I walk outside.
I'm already out. Following Breker.
Velen leans over to you, Devii, and says, "If you're longer than 3 minutes, I'm coming back."
Thank you.
All right. Scout, let's go. Calls her owl and descends the stairs. Devii, you're alone, and the door is shut.
Okay.
Because Velen is the last one out and lightly clicks it shut. Just so you know it's not locked.
So maybe I don't really have a lot of secrets, but there's something I've never told anybody. Kind of maybe loved/liked us, maybe really liked Mateo. And I wish I could see me. And I don't know if it's because of him I'm still alive to this day, or because he's really an amazing person and really strong. And it's kind of not my MO to have a crush or something like that on. Right. Okay. Good talk.
There's literally no response.
Turns around and walks out.
Yeah. The room is as still as it once was, with a little bit of extra ice on the floor now from Cal's swords. But that's about it. And you open the door with a very light creaking sound.
I make sure nobody was
You're just greeted by silent, heatless, pink torches in the room. In the sconces. Yep, that's it. The door closes. As you close it and you descend the stairs, you can all hear Devi's light steps on the stairs as she descends and meets you down at the main area outside.
Breker just drops "You're a despicable."
How am I despicable?
Wait, what?
Breker just gives you like a knowing look.
You didn't listen.
I think he's pulling your leg, Devii.
I didn't say anything despicable. Can I have no idea. You're giving me a knowing look, and I have no idea what this knowing look is for.
Breker cracks up laughing and is like, "Yeah."
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you
Devii?
did. Oh my
No.
gosh.
No? Okay, I just want to see if she was blushing or not.
You do not make skill checks against other players.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think I would be blushing, but she definitely
If there's a skill check to be made,
seemed
I'll let you
awkward
know.
Going down the stairs, making sure nobody had heard.
Oh, so it didn't work.
But no, yeah, it didn't work. Unless my secret wasn't much of a secret. I don't know.
So,
we're just gonna make a move.
who wants this other ring?
Uh,
This will point to each other.
what's the ring for? Or is it a magic ring?
This will point to each other. So in case we split up for some reason.
Doesn't really matter because you're always gone and Velen grabs it. Now,
Me,
which
me.
one of you wants to be
No,
responsible for this
me.
child when he goes invisible?
Not
actually,
Venom. Me.
give it to Breker.
Probably to a healer.
Me.
Probably to
Me.
I can talk with Breker already as I tap the earpiece.
Who can defend Mesh the
If you give
best?
the ring to Breker, he puts it in Cal's hand.
Cal, no one can help him.
Actually,
He is doomed.
Defend. Yes, I'm most equipped and able to defend Mesh.
Cal, you
Well,
were
it
holding
will
the ring.
fit anything that you wish on any finger. Or toe, I
Or
suppose.
even your horns, maybe.
I don't think it'll work on the
I
horns.
find that quite offensive, Venom, because you know full well I have no toes. I will put it.
That is a
on-
great point for your hooves. Yes, I had not thought of unculturally insensitive swine I must have
extremely
become
cold.
in just a
You are
small
an
amount of time with all the crazy comments you have about banging every person we meet. Here you go. Enjoy the ring.
Wait.
And she starts walking off.
Cal, before you put it on, I actually suggested Breker because of his madness, just in case he starts to run off. No offense. We can tell.
It's like
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he wants to run
Wherever
off,
Breker's walking, Valen's just like
let
chatting him up,
run
just like,
off.
so Breker, clang clang, am I right? That armor is very loud.
You know what? Whatever.
If
Keep it.
Breker wants to run off, let him run off. He's a grown-ass man. He can go and run off or go and chase gold if he wants to. Right?
I was gonna suggest the other healer.
What other healer?
That's me. I think.
All right.
No, because Devii.
Track some time here.
Cal,
do
you
you
better
mean
not
Heather
mess
healer?
up with that damn thing. And I'm just gonna walk off.
And I put it on, and he's like looking at me.
All right, I'm gonna say that you guys
God.
spent the better part of 30 minutes in that tower.
Swear to
Okay.
God, you think he had the madness?
Oh, because we're losing
Sorry,
time.
I
We need
swear to gods. Sorry.
No, I'm just giving you guys
Did you
scope
say
of how
the
long
first
that would have
time?
actually
Did you
taken
say
in
the
real
first
time.
time?
Where are you guys going?
Whereabouts are we? We're at the top of this tower in the middle, right? guess.
So, if these towers are from the
Where are we?
high
Here?
lizards,
Are we up here?
Should
No,
we
no,
just
no.
slowly
We are
visit
over
each of the towers? to see
Oh, we're not
Yeah.
even it's in the big tower. Oh no, okay, we're in the
No, we're
lame
not in the big
tiny
We're
tower.
in, like the crumpled, desolate.
Oh, I thought we was in the cool tower. Okay, we're in the crappy
You
tower.
can't get in the core tower. It's got a force field around it.
Perhaps
really?
We should
Yeah.
go to.
Oh wait, no, I know that because I was there. I was totally
Yeah.
there.
Perhaps we should go to the evocation tower that I somehow know the name of, because we can also look for little holes, if possible, to get to the big one.
How far is that, Goldy?
Yeah, 'cause we're in the enchant.
let's hit the closest one. It should be the white one over here, the foggy one.
Could we get into that? Imagine that's not even a tower. That's
What
the whole
color is
point of it.
evocation again?
Okay, we're still there. We're looking
Red?
from like
Yeah, we
200
can't
feet
see it.
away, I guess. Like, hang on, where's my drawing tool?
Well, illusion is right there, so.
So
may as well.
this is over 300 feet away, so we're just looking like that because it's how far is 300 feet in meters? Oh my god, it's far, right?
Is it
You-
Not that
And-
far. It's over 100 meters. It's got to be over 100 meters.
It's a football
Jodie,
pitch.
You and Lupus Street.
Okay.
So on the way, I'm probably talking to Wellen to try to see if. So your other wizard, what was her name that we haven't met up yet?
I don't own her, but there were myself, Dallan, there was Avarice.
That's the one.
Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yes.
Yeah,
so-
she's an albino evoker. Sorry, those things don't necessarily translate to one another. I'm getting the cold. She is an albino tiefling that is an evoker. There we go.
Do we still have
Alright.
the other one's bones?
No,
nah.
So it was a retcon.
Nas.
We said we're bringing her on the sled, and then we had a retcon thing where we weren't allowed to do that, so we don't have her. But we also don't have
Right.
our sleds with us.
You right?
Okay, it'll take you a little around. I'll say that for the better part of this will be about another 10 minutes to get you over there. It'll
Okay.
take you 10 minutes to walk over there carefully.
So do you think this group that's ahead of us would be your albino tiefling companion? Could be. It's the only other party I
How
think.
would I know that?
The only thing of concern is they got in without the codicil ahead of us.
And how would they do that if they're above ground?
Exactly my point. I'm trying to sort that out.
Well, what about this information is something that I have that you don't? How am I supposed to deduce
I'm
anything
just-
different?
That's why we're talking, trying to figure out who or why.
I mean, there's an
so we can
entire
get-
underworld below the overworld. It's called the Underdark. Could be
Alright,
any number
correct.
of things.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Could be a monster for all we know.
Alright.
With two
As
legs.
we walk-
Didn't the Dryad say that it was a bunch of drow running around?
Yeah, and somebody
did.
short and small.
That drow are the opposite of a albino.
Hmm.
As we were walking along, could I do a perception check on any movement around in case
Hey,
someone is
don't
following?
ask about perception stuff. Just tell me what you're gonna do, and then
Sorry.
I'll tell you what the check is. It'll be
May I
easier.
look around? May I look around for things that may be moving around us?
Sure.
And there is a perception, right?
Yeah, that'll be perception. But in most of the cases when you guys are moving around, I'm assuming that you guys are looking in this case. So I'm just going to be using passives most of the time. But if you're looking for something like specific, then we can roll. We can make a roll. Like if you want to investigate or track something, it might be different depending on what you want to do. So if you want to be more specific, then I'm opening my eyes and looking around. Then I'll give you a roll and we'll figure out what that is. But as far as that's concerned for this, I'm not really giving you guys checks for that or making you roll for a lot of this stuff because this is a lot of navigation. You guys, of course, will be wanting to be aware and looking around and going carefully. So as far as it's concerned with your guys' stuff, you're not seeing anything. Like you'll probably see some movement, but it'll be out in the distance. And it'll be quick and muted. But yeah, like it's kind of like these type of movements that are like outside of your periphery. You kind of see some like a shadow moving or something outside of your vision. You kind of look at it and there's nothing over there and you're like, there's definitely something there, but I couldn't see it or get a clear look at it. But you do get the impression that no one seems to be aware of your presence at the very least. So I'm guessing this is the next target. Is this where you guys are moving towards, correct?
Yeah. Rob, correct me if I'm wrong. I can't slow walk and start doing a ritual, right? It has to be like sitting down on the floor kind of situation.
What are you trying to do? Sorry?
Ritual casting, like...
You cannot walk and ritual cast, no.
Yeah, okay. Just couldn't for me.
Okay, I'm just gonna read as you guys approach this location, if that's all right. Here we go. This tower looks like it's made out of obsidian, yet again. However, it's shrouded in what looks like a gossamer mist, and it soars from the bottom all the way to the top. In the stonework, eyes are carved into it, and as you get closer, the eyes fixate on you as a group as you approach the entrance. The spire's highest window emits a dim purple light.
I forgot,
different.
what is purple?
Illusion.
I wonder if the smoke is part of the illusion.
I'm gonna walk around the structure and look for alternate entrances and traps on the doorways.
Is the mist thick? Like can it be blown away?
With or without the goggles.
Don't know until you try. The goggles, I'm gonna say no for this one because you're gonna have to be really close to manipulate that. You're looking for something like more human-sized rather than small.
I kind of want to like put my hand on the wall too and see if I can like go through in a place.
23.
Okay, with the 23 investigation check, you're not seeming to find any traps, especially without really interacting with it with your hands. You do notice that the eyes do kind of split off and start following different members depending on the vicinity, like where they go. As you get close, you can begin to hear some muffled sounds coming from closer to the entrance door. It's kind of hard to tell if they're sourced anywhere besides that room because the walls are thick. In addition to that, you do not find any alternative ways of entry. And there does not seem to be any visible traps.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and like poke the walls in case what Devii said would be correct and there's like a fake wall somewhere. Mage Hand poke walls.
Fun. Just please fall through.
Interacts through the mist. Moves through it.
You can move.
Doesn't look like any traps.
Can go through the mist. It's just vapor or something. You just go like that.
It's like a gossamer mist. It's kind of like this like shiny, faded look.
I think this is the occasion that we actually do need one of your animals, Goldy.
It's like
Yeah.
it kind of looks like it's like misty cobwebs. That's what gossamer is.
Goldy.
I'm doing it.
But they're like floating, so they're not like traditional cobwebs that are like sticking to stuff. It's almost like you knock down a cobweb and it's like floating, but it's like this massive amount of them that goes all the way around.
Would fire help?
They don't seem to be cold or like not cold, but like frosted.
I just realized when we changed classes, I don't have prestidigitation anymore.
That's right.
Every time I be clean.
Correct.
Wait, what did you change to again?
Soap.
I need soap.
Oh, that's soap. I've just summoned a giant rat.
Great. You throw the fluff ball on the ground.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect. You two all wanted me to summon this, so you, little guy, are controlled by them. Just being the nice to this one. I'm already feeling too bad with the last two.
To control it.
And I hand over control to
That's not how it works.
To Cari.
Oh, give it to Mesh then.
Oh, fine.
You don't give control, but you can tell them
you
to
may,
obey us.
I thought that only Goldy could.
These two.
Yeah, so if you command them to obey the commands of another person, that's how it works.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, alright, so it does work.
You may obey these two.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what weird situation I'm gonna put this one into.
Squeak, squeakity, squeak, squeakins.
Well, we want them to
One of the ones that you said I
walk into that mist.
Do you want to do something with the rat?
No, I don't remember who you said the two people.
Oh, well, Mesh and Cal want to do something, so.
Cool.
Well,
I
I
never
was
said
wondering,
anything.
since the animals pretty much behave and are like real life animals when they're here, I wanted to have them to use them as a guinea pig to approach this mist and see what happens. I don't know if their flesh bubbles off, then maybe we don't walk into it.
Walks into the mist, stands by the door, and nothing happens.
I guess I misunderstood like what's going on because I think I would have walked right into the door.
Walk.
It seems like
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
because the
you open the door, Devii?
Yeah.
Devii opens the door and walks in. Velen is right behind her.
Okay.
I'm also gonna walk through as well. Nice job with the rat.
He'll be your little buddy for a while.
Come along. I'm gonna ask you to follow us. Maybe we might need it for something else.
I'm turning the music up very loud because this is what it sounds like inside.
Okay.
With the addition, you can hear other things. And it's just random ambiance like that throughout.
Poo.
Please.
I'm just gonna sit down and cast Detect Magic because Illusion Tower have to have Detect Magic on.
Creepy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be up anymore. Because it stays up for 10 minutes? Okay.
Should we wait for you to actually fully do that before we proceed forward? Just this.
To fully what? To finish his spell?
You're in what seems to be a relatively empty room. Hearing all of this creepy stuff, Mesh begins to start casting a spell as you all kind of fan out and look around. Nothing is in the entryway, but a spiral staircase around the edge. And the eyes that were etched on the outside are also etched on the inside and look at all of you.
Hmm. And the eyes are looking at us, is that what you just said?
Correct.
What the fuck? I'm getting creeped out. Goldie, I'm getting creeped out.
To be the head mage of this.
I'm creeped out.
Are the eyes literally all over the areas? There aren't like
They're
areas
etched
for
into the walls.
It's one set of eyes, right?
No,
On the
it is
outside and on the
hundreds of eyes.
Oh, hundreds of eyes.
Hundreds.
Whoa.
And then we saw them move and turn to look at us.
When you approach the tower, all of the eyes surrounding the entranceway are just basically, it just looks like a bunch of eyes randomly placed. But then as you approach, the eyes just go and watched you. And as you watch, as Mesh break off and around and began to inspect for alternate ways of entry, you see some of the eyes slowly recognize his presence and track him until they go out of view, and then the next set tracks them. So it's just watching it. You just watch all these eyes watching Mesh as he encircles the tower, and then you enter, and all of the eyes watch you before the door closes, or you leave it open, whatever you want. Then the eyes on the inside you can start to see as your eyes adjust, and then boom, they are looking at you now as your eyes are adjusted to the inside.
How about we do whatever we want to do right now and do it quickly?
You still have 10 minutes to kill whatever you're going to do, or if you're going to grab Mesh and pull him out of the spell casting, that's up to you.
Who decided that while they were in school that they wanted to be the high illusionist and enchant this tower this way? What kind of psychopathic child did this?
Now you know why Dazan creeps me the fuck out.
Well, I don't like design either.
I'm creeped out.
Yeah. It's not a... God. I feel like it's in my ears.
I'm creeped out right now.
It's good security, though.
Yes, definitely.
Are the eyes looking at the rat by chance?
You can't tell. Every time you look at the eyes, it looks like they're looking at you.
We're just creeped out.
I mean, I guess.
Mona Lisa style. Mona Lisa
Correct.
style.
If it's enough,
like
it's
they're
enough
shifting paintings.
to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Or it's like those haunted house paintings where the eye holes are cut out and so the eyes are like watching you.
Guys, I am thoroughly creeped out.
creepy?
I hate this place. Let's go up the stairs and get out of here.
Wait, Mesh, are you done?
That being said, I don't.
No, he's not.
Are you guys standing still for 10 minutes for him to cast this or not?
No. Let's walk around. Oh no. Go. Are we gonna go inside?
You're already inside.
I'm gonna announce that I'm gonna stand here and wait for Mesh and immediately get so creeped out. Nope, can't do that. Nope. Guys, can we do something? Anything?
Wait a minute. just go through and poke all the eye.
No, I don't want to do that either. Why is that your first option? That's no.
It makes me angry, and I want.
Why is your first option poking the goddamn eyeballs?
Because it's a fight or flight thing. I'm just having a very visceral reaction.
This is very normal if you've ever been in a haunted house. Some people like default to this is not real and they start poking things. And I would say that that's where Vanvalor is at right now. He doesn't think this is real. So he's like actually reaching out and touching the eye.
Yeah, because he's got that
Yeah, he's got some sort of thing going on.
Daddy didn't tell
I don't know. He's actually logged into the Roll20, but he's not here. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, is he working?
What happened?
He's already working.
So I don't know what's going on with him. But the eyes don't seem to respond, and they still look like they're looking at you individually, regardless of what he's doing.
I don't want to be the first to go up the stairs. I'm pretty.
I can go, or the rat can go.
If you would kindly show me a marching order, and I need to know whether or not Mesh is going to get the spell off, if you guys are going to allow it or not, because
I think it's wise. It's annoying, but it is illusion.
I will go first. Where even am I? Oh, there I am. I understand.
Then I'm going to mark 10 minutes and give him the spell. You guys give me a marching order. Just go behind where Velen is and make a line vertically, please, on the map.
I'm logging it now.
There.
So Mesh is going up first.
I'll have my mage hand out in case I
Here's
need to
where the
poke
line is.
something.
Sorry.
Mesh's mage hand a concentration spell.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is
Vanvalor is
cantrip.
not here. I'm going to say that he's going in front of.
That's fine. You can tell me where he's going. I'll put Velen in front of you if you want to.
I just don't want him doing a big giant.
Cal, where are you
cyclonic
standing?
boom.
Move your token to where you want to go in the marching order, please.
Goldy, get behind me. You can't see shit.
I get it, but I don't want anything to happen. There might be
Marching
illusions, but
order.
well, I don't know, man.
I'll just go in the middle. I'm normally in the middle.
That's fine. You
so
can go in
that's
front of Breker then, where he's at. Or you can go behind Breker, your choice.
Oh, wait, hang on. How do I move my
You two
phone?
need to figure it out.
Alright,
I'm figuring
Mesh.
it out.
I'll go behind you, but don't go running off, okay?
I need to move my token. There.
Don't you dare chase waterfalls.
All right,
That's where I am.
Mesh. The spell finishes. Interestingly, like I had mentioned to you before, the aura of magic is visible as illusion magic, which normally, as I told you before, wizards that are worth their weight don't let you know when illusion magic is cast. Illusion magic is by nature to be hidden, and so therefore when you cast detect magic, it doesn't show up. But this is meant to be discerned. Therefore, all of the eyes are purple, but the carvings have a superimposed illusion magic to move on actual carvings of eyes that do not move.
Okay.
You can register that there is also an aura of illusion inside of the room that is full. So your eyes are almost blinded by how much there is, and your guess is that that illusion magic must be resonant for kind of like some other magic that has to do with the audio you're hearing. I believe that is it. So it is almost impossible to see anything but purple as you go anywhere.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to go first?
It's like going into a laser tag place that's got a smoke machine and strobes. It's like,
yeah. So I'm just like, okay, a bit.
What's that? Those sounds in your brain?
or it's like early morning fog and you're like right in front of a car that's got their brights on. You're like, okay, dude, chill.
This is the rabbit in front of headlights.
Yep.
Calm down, dude. Calm down.
Calm down. Yep.
Okay. So going up the stairs, trying to look for like focused sources of illusion where I might see something, but otherwise I'll slowly take a couple steps every now and then.
Okay.
Going up the stairs.
Okay. And you all ascend behind. That's what I wanted. All right. Give me a moment as I try to find the right track here.
Trying to find the creepiest music.
I also have my mage arm still up for poking stuff just for the.
I just like this track a lot. I'm going to use this one. Mesh, as you ascend, you begin to hear rain and crows. Devii, you hear.
I hear crows.
Gross.
Breker, you hear the crying of children. Chalcedony, you hear the pain of your pseudo-parent, owlbears, after a hunt, whining from wounds. Goldy, you hear the screams of your companions. And I need everyone to roll wisdom saving throw, please. I will roll for Velen. Oh my god, she passed.
+5, yes.
Only some people in the marching order will get the +5. Those people will be Chalcedony and Val, and Vanvalor.
5.
I'll roll for Van. I believe that's a pass for Van too.
23.
Actually, with the bonus from Breker, it will count. Just need to double check for. Okay, Devii, what did you get?
27.
Breker, what'd you get?
26.
Excellent. Vanvalor got over 20. Velen got a 18. Goldy, what'd you get?
16.
That is a failure. Mesh, what did you get?
Same, 16.
Okay, that's 2 failures. Chalcedony, did you already tell me what it was? 23 or something?
23, including the bonus.
With the bonus? Yeah, okay. That passes. Okay. Goody, goody gumdrops.
So wait, so me and Mesh, who are in the front, get this.
As you begin to continue through the mist, Mesh, you continue to see the same. The rest of you can start to see the mist from the outside is now coming down the staircase as you walk in it. All of you begin to see illusions that look reality. They are your worst fears of the past, of the current, and of the future. Devii, you think of some of your first moments and have this overwhelming clarity. This is where you are. You are in a place that is meant to betray all of your senses. And with clarity, you just breathe and find comfort in the fear that it is trying to get to you, and you are not going to let it happen. Breker is a beacon of hope and clarity in combat. You extend this to Chalcedony and to Van. And even despite your own self problems with the fear, you push forward in courage. And you banish the darkness in your mind. Ascending the staircases, Mesh, you think about what it would be like if you were like other doppelgangers and consume people. You never want to be that again, and yet you visualize yourself doing that. You also think about family and their trust being broken many times and living to survive by hiding. Finally, away from that, you now remember what it was like before. And Goldy, you remember many of the things that you've done. And you remember losing your brother. And those moments becoming fresh. And in these moments, for you, it takes a turn. These things hurt. They become to hurt you. You become the object of the fear. And they manifest as reality for you. You are considered frightened. So please mark that on your character sheets.
Well, I as well.
Just the two that failed.
Yeah, just Goldy and Mesh.
Only Goldy and Mesh. If you would like to provide additional flavor, I still have some other things that I'm going to go through, but I would like you two to tell me what are some of your worst fears that you're encountering right now.
Mesh, you want to go first?
Probably losing friends. Or losing my way from the monster side of me. And reliving the past, basically, where I was alone.
Do you ever get that feeling when you reliving a bad memory happen in your head, and you have that small moment where you're confused and you're reliving the memory more, and it doesn't feel like a memory. For whatever reason, you feel like you're there, and you're still there, and you can't move on from. And that moment is when I went back into the tower and found dead on the floor. Moment of panicking.
Goldy, you're breaking
Move
up.
your mic a little closer, Goldy.
Oh, sorry. So I'm speaking softly as well.
This is important, so I want us to get...
The moment where I see my companions dead on the floor, and you just have this awe-struck of panic of what did I do? What should I do now? And I don't know. And all I want to do is just take it back. And I can't. I'm just stuck there. And it just builds and builds, and I feel my heart is about to rip out my chest.
Breker might notice the two in front of him kind of go a little bit more catatonic, and he sneaks up behind them and grabs both their shoulders and says, "Boo!"
Breker, as you do that, it is the worst point when it hits you. In your minds, you feel as if there is an infinitude of needles, and you take 54 points of psychic damage.
Oh!
What?
And you drop to the floor on your knees. As you climb the staircase near the top, it's just all at once when Breker does this mindless joke to kind of get you back. You're so catatonic that in that moment your body hits shock, and then
Chef, we're even for that thing in that hut.
next, as you climb the stairs.
I'm going to lay on hands for 45.
Okay. Are you separating that, or are you doing that for one person?
That's on me if I just took 54.
No, that is just for Goldy and Mesh. They are the only two that took 54 points of psychic damage.
Oh. I thought I took it.
No, you did not. Only those two. You scared them when they're going catatonic to kind of bring them out of it, and they had been lanced with this fear.
Paladin.
Do I see that?
You don't visually see anything besides the two of them beginning to like have their vision kind of like their vision. They're looking around, or they're kind of being, their paranoia is just kind of building and building and building. And then all at once, Mesh and Goldy near the front just kind of and like go prone for just a second as they're just like just in shock. They are considered frightened.
Anything?
Sorry, Rob. Are we still on the stairs, or are we now leveled into a room?
we got up again, right? It was just temporary.
Yeah. It's just a temporary thing. How you guys want to roleplay out of that? This is the prone thing is just kind of taking a knee for a second, more so than anything.
Were we on the staircase still? Did we actually?
You guys were basically like just cresting the top of the stairs right before you got to the last chamber.
I'm gonna slowly get up. Just trying to either get my knees, but also not like because it hurt.
I use Breker's shield as like a support to get up. Like.
I think what I'll do is right here would be a good time for us to just take a quick break, and you guys can kind of figure out what you want to do as a result of this for roleplay, and then we'll come back to that. Okay?
Can I just before we go, you can think about it. Vanvalor could start casting Conjure Charm and playing a song to possibly help them for future. I'm just putting that out.
Has nothing to do with this. Even if he was playing it. Cari?
I'm saving advantage against frightening.
Cari?
No.
I know.
Okay.
It's not that.
Then in that case, let's go on a break.
Okay. I know you're just trying to help, and I appreciate it. Let's take a break. It's pretty heavy so far, so let's take a quick oases.
Break.
It's awesome. Okay.
That 54 nearly knocked me out. Jesus.
I don't think it was me touching you that did that. But
You can't save this. You can't save this. No, you
It
can't.
might have. It was gonna happen, I think, but you just probably triggered it to happen right away.
Yeah. Because
I'm concerned that you guys are still frightened, though.
Yeah, we are.
If it pings you again, Goldy, you'll go down too, right? If another 50 damage hits you?
no, I won't. I'm on. I would have a smidgen of health left.
How much HP do you have?
120.
Nice.
I'm on 6.
This is why I want to be in the front all the time and take the hits. I can take them.
The hits are not the issue.
I know.
It's just the magic stuff.
I mean, in character, that's why I want to be in the front.
I was thinking, like, wouldn't my detect magic at least strip me off a little bit? Give me advantage or something?
It shows illusion.
Yes, I would see through illusions with detect magic, yeah?
Yeah, but Rob did say that the best illusion magic is the one that isn't detectable.
Yeah.
Mesh, you want to feed off each other, or you want to do something more independent?
Nah, it's fine. Independent is fine right now. It's not like a thing where we tell each other this is fake, but
Here's an
No,
idea.
no,
You two
no,
get the fuck outside quick so you don't get killed by this.
I mean that's.
Like,
I think you need to tell us that in roleplay.
Yeah. We can't do that ourselves. We are stuck there.
I just don't want us to. If we go up another floor and there's another check,
You'd probably see me bleeding through the nose at this point, like 6 health.
Yeah, but hold on. The damage itself, does it?
that's instant death damage too, isn't it? If you deal way more over their max HP.
My max is 71, so it's
I
not
don't. What are
over.
the instant death rules? Isn't it like if you deal?
Is it full health worth of damage? I think.
Have a look.
So negative 71 would kill me.
Indeed.
When damage reduces to 0 and there's excess damage, you die if the damage remaining equals or exceeds your max.
Okay, so negative 71 would kill me. So it's not insta kill.
It certainly is.
Getting
rolled
close.
A lot of dice.
Getting close. Yeah, it's getting close.
Well, do you guys think it would be wise to get you out? I know we lose our sense magic, but Breker can. I've got that cloak now that saves on magic, plus insane saves in general. I'll just go and touch things.
Yeah, I think we should get out. Just me and Mesh at the very least. Because who knows, maybe the effect would be lifted the second we leave the tower.
Unless you have any motivation to stay?
I mean, just to be the eyes, but apart from that, no.
I like the fact this is the music choice we have right now, considering what just happened.
Mesh, say something again?
Apart from being the eyes of the group, no, nothing specific, just stay.
I think your mic's working again, though.
Oh, that's good.
Oof.
Gonna turn my or flip my camera thing down.
Oh boy.
Hey, your camera thing flipped down.
Hey, nice eyes.
My perception is high.
I didn't think anyone would pick up on that.
Just as a reference, Mesh and Goldy, you guys took 8d10 there.
I heard at least a whole bunch of dice.
I had to get more dice. Yo!
Dally!
Dally!
Is it Dally?
Hey, Daddy.
Dally, we're in a creepy tower.
Mesh is on 6 points, bleeding through his eyes.
Nose.
Not much has really changed.
Oh, the suffering is real.
Alright, let me adjust these camera things.
Jodie, you there?
She was asking me for a break a bit ago, so I wanted to make sure she got it in a quick manner. And she actually asked at like a perfect time to take that break, so.
That really was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
This was a show? Good cliffhanger.
Oh, excuse.
Come watch us next week to see if Mesh dies again or not.
The answer will surprise you.
Just to get mechanics out of the way, can I lay on hands Mesh for 33 and Goldy for 11?
Yep. Consider it done.
Another day for Devii rolls eyes, picks up Mesh.
And then can I also drop healing hands on Goldy? 4d4.
4d4, you said?
4d4.
Farty fart.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, healing hands is 44?
4 dice, 4.
Okay. Because we have that new, like the ASMR got reworked, right? They have a different healing hands than before, which is just like your level or something.
I think it used to be flat, and now it's a dice roll.
Okay, yeah, because from I played an ASMR for like 2 years, so, but it was the old version. So, what I remember healing hands was just your level. And it's like non-negotiable.
I remember it was the level for a little bit, like 2 or 3 hit points or whatever, but now it's 44, which is...
Is it just 44 flat? At all levels, or does it scale?
I don't know. I think it was 3d4 in the past before I had the proficiency at this next level.
Interesting. So maybe it's a d4
proficiency
like
plus
4 per proficiency bonus, something like that. A d4 times your proficiency bonus.
I think it's proficiency plus 1 d4.
Interesting. Okay. I'll look it up because I'm curious now. ASMRs are actually, I found out recently, ASMRs are the least played race in Dungeons and Dragons.
Why? Because they're crap.
Humans.
Goldy, you got
Humans are
another
the most
11,
played.
by the way.
Oh.
How much?
Humans are big.
11.
What else would be the most?
No, variant
22
humans
total.
are busted, Cari. People that, yeah,
Oh, mid-maxers.
yeah, min-max.
Why would you want to be a human when you're already human in real life?
Yeah, they're mid-maxing. They want to be the strongest instead of... I mean, that was one way to play the game, right? Like, not how I enjoy it, it's how a lot of people enjoy it.
Your number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus. Nice.
I didn't know my proficiency. I guess it is 4.
Yeah, you guys got 4 at 9, I think. Alrighty, Jodie, are you okay? Just checking in
Yeah.
from your break. That was good
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah, I just need to go to there and get a drink.
No worries. I think we got it situated. Hello, Dallan.
I'm here.
Hey, there you are.
How we doing? How we doing?
How are you doing?
All
I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis, Dallan, to bring you up to speed, and we'll get started. Sound good, everybody? Okay.
Got it.
You guys decided to leave the enchanting tower. Devii decided to stay alone and share a secret. Nothing happened. And with some debating on what you guys wanted to do with some things, Chalcedony found out that the body was very fragile by doing a quick hand tap to the face to see if she could be woken up. Realized that if she were to probably do it, if Chalcedony, if he was able to do it again, the face might crack because it was taut like thin tissue paper on a skull. Very, very old. So you decided to all leave and come back at a later date when you get more information. You left and came to a tower where you perceive to be the Tower of Illusion. It is an obsidian tower shrouded in gossamer mist, like floating cobwebs all over the place. And carved into the stonework is eyes, and they follow you as you approach. As you entered,
Nice.
there are eyes carved on the inside. Mesh began to cast an illusion spell, and you began to hear very creepy things like heartbeats and ragged sounds of voices and deep breaths and gasping and sobbing, that type of thing. Mesh finished his spell, was able to see that it was actually the School of Illusion, which is rare because normally the school is not seen if it's an illusion spell. It was meant to be seen, and he can see that the carvings have superimposed illusion magic on the carvings to make sure that the eyes follow you where you move. You ascend the stairs, and you had to make a skill check, or rather a saving throw, to not go insane. You saw your worst fears, and so let's get into the game, because now that you're back, you passed the saving throw, which means you take 0 damage and resist the effect. However, I still would like to know, as would our viewing audience, what is the fears that you witness as you ascend the stairs 3 levels?
Just a blank whiteness that is cold and colder than this place even. And there's no one there.
As you ascend the utmost chamber, a divine defibrillator goes out between the two of them from Breker as he tries to bring them back, as they took 54 points of psychic damage between Goldy and Meshadieme from their worst fears becoming reality, attacking them. They began to go catatonic, and they are still afraid for the foreseeable future. You're not sure how long. And they took a knee as you ascended the top of the stairs and find yourselves in an uppermost chamber about 30 feet square, lit by purple continual flames in the sconces. And there's an inscription written on all of the walls. But you cannot read it.
Unless we need to bring out.
Can we pull out Scant?
Yeah.
You may. It is written in Draconic. Yet
Wait,
again.
doesn't one of us speak Draconic, Van?
I thought one.
Uh,
Yeah.
No, that's Giant and Druidic
Giant.
and
Okay.
Elvish.
Does Goldy? Goldy, do you?
No, Dwarvish.
I think in the other campaign, Chef, I speak Draconic, but not this one.
I don't know if I've ever taken to as a witch.
All right, let's pull out Scant.
Okay, just a moment. There's a little detail here I gotta make sure I don't get wrong. Okay. Mesh. Please roll me an intelligence check.
$19.
Okay. Professor Scant says. It's kind of hard to read. It says, 6th. Show thy face to the sky. Mesh, I'll send you a DM.
That seems easy. And that's everything that's in this top floor is just that inscription?
Yes.
And what did it say again?
6th, show thy face to the sky.
Wait, so we.
I mean, that's not easy down here.
Does that mean we missed 5th?
Well, it's probably in the other towers,
I guess.
along with
so.
1, 2, and 3.
So we got 4th from the last tower. This would be 6th. Oh, is this instructions to get into the main tower? Like, we have to do them in order?
Mesh, you're brilliant.
Wait, what?
Or to get to some treasure.
We have to.
Yeah,
Oh my god, treasure. Wait, we have to do them in order.
probably.
Yeah. There's 4th, 6th.
Yeah, because we saw 4th in
Yeah.
the previous tower, and now we see 6th.
I don't know where we perform these things, though.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be first.
Yeah.
The first
Told
will
us
be go
secrets.
to blank.
Yeah. Well, poop. I already gave my secret, so. Yeah. Someone else has to go.
Wait, what secret?
There's something missing, though.
Can
Can't
I?
put my finger on it.
This room shouldn't be empty. Can I cast Dispel Magic to try to?
Wait, you
I'm
have
trying
Dispel
to-
Magic?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
trying to get rid of I'm targeting the wall where the inscription is with this. I don't think the inscription is real.
Okay. Or like it's a false or fake one?
Yeah, if something feels off, it's
It's a misdirection.
there should be more than that. If
That's
it's
too easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not. Where are we?
Breker.
Underneath that fucking iceberg.
What level
Yeah, we have to do the
of
hard steps.
Dispel Magic do you cast?
I only have it at 3rd.
Then you need to roll a charisma check to see if you
Can
can
you
dispel it.
upcast it?
I only
He's
have
a
3rd level
third caster
spells.
as a paladin.
Oh.
Leave me alone. I'm weak.
Leave me alone.
Ah.
I'm just a little guy.
A charisma check, you say?
So basically, you have to make a skill check using your charisma. And it will be the DC of spells when you try to dispel them or counterspell them is basically 10 plus your charisma. And Or
I burned inspiration because I rolled a nat 1.
oh
And I
no.
rolled a second nat 1.
Oh, you just did 2 nat ones?
Wow.
That sucks.
Oh god. Breker,
Breker,
I didn't
tell me
know
how you
were
fail.
So fucking uncharismatic.
Shut the fuck up now.
Okay, you know what? Here's what it's gonna be. This is not gonna be about Breker's failure. When Breker tries to cast Dispel Magic, he's putting every ounce of his strength into this and pushes at this force. And all you can hear is the sound of someone.
Interesting.
Nice try.
That's
Does Breker know he fails?
Oh, 100%. It is too strong for you. The magic he is trying to, like, the best guess you're gonna get here is that your magic is pittance to this thing.
Can I cast it again?
Sure, you can try. You got spell slots to burn. Let's do it. You will have to roll another ability check. However, there's a bard in your group. Last I checked.
That
Do you
is
have
true.
And this is
Spell
a this is a skill check.
It's a skill check. I don't have the spell magic. What
I
is
understand
this?
that, but you have music.
I do. Cool. I mean, I can roll if one wants. Never mind. That's fine.
There's a feature that I'm pulling for here with the fish hook.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I a fucking idiot?
Yes.
Thank you.
You asked.
it's a bard thing. A thing that bards.
It's literally the only thing that bards can do at level 2.
It starts
What are
with
you
bard.
talking about?
Inspiration.
It ends
Thank
with
you, man.
Asian.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah, no, I never fucking use it as inspiration.
God, fucking.
Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it.
What do you say, motherfucker?
I'll say, God, why am I so fucking stupid? Let me help you with this.
I'm so stupid. I forgot I can play the music. I got bars.
Okay, it's +4. Jesus.
You can roll.
Okay,
What is it? A
fine.
D8 or something?
No, I rolled. I think. Now.
What's the dice that you can give him as a bonus?
D8. But I think the thing is, when I see someone who I think, when
So
they make a roll,
if
after
Breker
they make the
fails,
roll,
you can do it.
decide.
Yeah. Okay. So Breker, roll your die.
Breker puts his trident down and claps his hands together and casts Dispel Magic again. This time got a 22.
Okay. So he does not fail this ability check.
Okay.
As you cast the spell, Breker, you begin to see not only the text in front of all of you. Mesh, you're going to see this a little bit differently, just as a reference, because the magic is just wild. It's for you, it's almost like there's subsurface scattering, like all this stuff just goes like and shatters. But to everyone else, when Breker casts a spell, the words come off of the wall and shake for a long time, and then the letters, like digital pattern, begin to break into smaller chunks of each script piece, and then the chunks of each letter change and reattach in different locations before
fucking way.
touching the wall, and a new inscription is now there.
Wow, you guys are good job.
I would have never fucking guessed that.
Yeah.
6th, hide thyself behind a mask. Is what Professor Scant reads to you.
I'm pretty sure we got new letters instead of the letters read.
And Mesh, there is no magic on the wall anymore.
That is the real one.
themselves.
We're going to Opus.
Now,
Like
keep in mind that Mesh is trying to provide you guys information while he's like catatonic.
True.
I'm like coughing blood and nose bleeding.
Well, there's that, but it's like mostly like you're not sure if the text is gonna attack you. Like you're like straight up afraid of everything that breathes and moves and stuff that doesn't breathe. It's like paranoia overload for you and Goldy right now. For the next, like, probably the next minute. Yeah. It'll be over after a minute.
You guys see that fairy?
No.
What? That might just be you.
I'm just across. I'm looking down, just nodding.
Also, by the way, tonight, guys, between the previous tower and this tower, both of you, all of y'all, incredible work at figuring this stuff out, or even just trying random things to make sure stuff works or doesn't work is good trial and error practice tonight. So good job. This is exactly what you're gonna need in this place. You're doing a great work, especially in this tower. You guys cracked the code.
In the room? It's still just an empty room, though.
So you are still getting the reverb of what you just experienced on the ascension to the stairs. However, the text itself is no longer like Mesh said, it doesn't have that kind of odd phrasing. It's like, why would a command want me to look at the sky as like a part of the code? Like there's nothing that can be ascertained from that. Like, how would they know if I'm looking at the sky? What's the purpose of this? This is a tower of illusion. What is looking at the sky going to do that's even close categorically to that command? And then this one says, hides yourself behind your mask. Okay, hiding something, that makes sense. It's an illusion thing. The numbers are still beyond you guys, but that makes sense. Hiding and illusion magic. Okay, we at least have some sort of match there.
I would like to cure wounds on Mesh. He's super.
That's fine.
Did he get wrecked?
I can do both of you guys.
Is he super wrecked?
Level on both of you. 3d8 plus 5. So should I roll separately for both
Yes.
of them?
If they're separate spells, you have to roll separately, but
So Mesh first. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. I rolled low, I'm sorry. You got 17 points of healing. And for Goldy...
Wait, did you say the total or did I miss it?
17.
17.
For Goldy, you get... 19.
Okay.
And then I will do Cure Wounds at first level one more time on
Mesh. I'm good now. Don't worry about me.
On Mesh.
I'm pretty close. So
Breker pulls out the gold drow mask from his bag. Well,
8 more points of healing.
we do have this mask. We told a secret at the other one. Do we put the mask on here?
Handy.
well, we still don't know what the numbers mean, Breker. This is 6th and 4th.
Yeah, I don't think
It might be an order, but it might be worth doing it in the tower so I don't have to come back just in case.
I mean, I would say that putting on a mask is completely free. So if you wanted to go for it and it doesn't do anything to us now, then more than happy. It seems that Devii came out fine from the previous place, so it doesn't hurt to try, I suppose.
as far as I know.
Put it on, take it off, and let's get the fuck out of here. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Breker puts on the mask and starts convulsing.
Wait, what? No, why?
I know what he's doing because I can read it.
Can you make a performance check?
No.
He laughs and takes it off. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Yeah, puts it instead of putting it in the bag of holding, he puts it in his daily backpack.
From us.
Pocket.
Under
Be considered pocket.
Pocket sand.
listening to what Vivian just said, I just run. I don't run out. I just like go straight for the exit.
Yeah.
Hey, what did
No.
Velen say that made you run?
No, I don't run.
She just
said
starts
we can
descending the
leave.
stairs behind you slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can leave. So I left.
She's got a bad limp, so
okay.
she's going
I
downstairs.
haven't spoken a word. I am not going. I just want to leave.
Yeah.
So you see
I'm
those
right
two begin
behind
to go
them.
down there. Mesh follows. I'm assuming everyone else leaves. Anything else?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You
Got
exit the
nothing.
tower of Gossamer. I mean, Illusion. Ladies and jelly spoons, where are you going?
Okay.
What?
So,
Are we still frightened though?
No, that was only for a minute.
Okay.
But the lasting effects of the shock is up to you guys how you want to do that.
Oh.
And the damage,
So
the psychic
we
damage.
can go to. Well, I guess we can climb back down. I mean,
I'm gonna say it probably
No,
took you
we're
about 30
already
minutes
down.
inside of here.
Next.
we're already out. So did you say we're already out?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying
okay.
climbing the stairs, descending the stairs, meshless magic, figuring out the puzzle, talking amongst yourselves is about 30 minutes.
Okay, fair enough.
clockwise, anti-clockwise, we could go either way.
So what's our next destination?
Clockwise, so
We should go.
What's closest?
We should go to anti-clockwise. There's
Why?
another tower there.
This one
Go
here?
there.
This here?
Yes, that one. Yeah.
Is that a tower?
Yes.
A broken tower?
Do we want to find a place for a short rest? Okay, it's been a while.
I'm good.
I have a question. Like, you know, my strength. You know, remember that time my strength got messed up? Did I get it back?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not on my sheet. It's not.
I told you though.
Well, fix it then.
How do I fix it? I don't know. I don't know how
Same
to
way you
fix it.
unfixed it.
I don't know
What-
how
what-
to fix
it's-
it.
Why
Wait.
don't
Unfixed.
we, if you want to ask afterwards, maybe we
Yeah.
can help you?
Okay, but let's not get into any fights.
We should look for holes as we're going towards the next tower for the big tower, just in case.
How long has it been since our last long rest? Maybe we just do the big
The
sleep.
Dryad.
5
The big
hours.
sleep. You make it sound bad.
It's probably been like 4 to 6 hours, something like that.
5.
5 hours was not time
Although-
for sleep time.
Rob, only someone can tell the time properly here, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm.
How long have we been in the it's been 4 or 5 hours since we've been in the city is 4?
4 hours since in the city, but it took you an hour to get down here.
How do I make that thing go back?
That only some was. Could we start moving, please? I just want to
Yeah, let's
leave
go.
here.
Dallan, roll me a d100, please.
Dallan.
Boop. Boop. There we go.
100 or 1. Oh, well
94.
done.
What are we doing?
Which way is that then?
94.
Excuse me, what did you roll?
No, like a random encounter.
94.
For what?
A random encounter.
Yeah.
I was
we don't
hoping
know.
this wouldn't
Actually,
happen
we don't
this
know,
soon.
to be honest.
Oh dear.
Hey, what did you do?
Don't worry,
We don't know,
Vanvalor's here.
been
He's got
asking
you.
Every hour he's been
I
asking.
told you I haven't got my strength. We can't get into fights.
I'm just saying the comedic value and the
Okay,
timing
where are you
is
guys going?
perfect.
Evocation, so north.
The tower here.
Okay, so it'll take about 30 minutes to get over there. Would you like you guys to stop basically about halfway, like right here?
Okay.
And I'll write down 30 minutes on the clock somewhere.
I'm fidgeting. Wow. I'm fidgeting all the way through. Just
You're always fidgeting. When are
I
you
mean
never,
walking down.
when are you never fidgeting?
I didn't.
Fine.
He's acting.
Okay,
Fidge. page.
Who's not done a lot of
Oh wait,
checks
hang on, I
tonight.
think I found it.
Chalcedony, roll me a
Yes.
d4, please. If you get a 4, roll again.
Oh. Alright.
Let's have infinite falls
How
now.
many people in the party
One.
instantly die?
1. Okay.
No! One mesh! I choose mesh.
You can't choose. And why mesh?
And now, Mesh
Because
knows who you hit.
It's been known.
She's the weakest
It's
person.
been known that if one of us is gonna die, it's gonna be Mesh.
He's
That's just the way it is.
He's the weakest person.
Great job.
Let us have the reverse Mass Effect, and he's the only one who lives.
Oh, probably.
It's probably
I mean,
gonna
that would
happen,
be-
to be honest.
That would be the comedy part of it, where the whole time we're like, Mesh is gonna die, and then he's the only one that makes it.
No, we're
So
all
that's how funny
living
it
our
works.
afterlife, and Mesh is the one
All right.
guiding us.
I will not make Velen roll this check because there's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I will make Velen roll the check, but I don't necessarily want to be responsible. So hopefully I won't need to, but I'll make her a tiebreaker instead of having her roll. I would like everyone to please roll a deception check.
Deception check. Oh,
Easy,
Yeah.
fucking finally. Oh my god.
Finally.
Interesting.
Have you never done it before?
Ooh.
Not really.
Okay, we're gonna go in
Ooh,
reverse
that'll
order
be-
on the call, so that's gonna start with Vanvalor, and we're gonna go the other way. So Van, Mesh,
23.
23, Mesh,
18.
Goldy,
13.
Jodie,
18.
Breker,
13.
Devii.
21.
Just for the hell of it.
I'm on the low run.
We're a deceiving little group.
9
I
We're
am very
sneaky little
You
shite.
got 9?
Bob,
for Velen.
Bob, you got the lowest. You got the lowest.
I didn't, Velen did.
Velen fucking dies.
Wait, what did?
Velen got a
That's
9, so I think she got
Professor Scott doesn't
a
know.
10 total, which is a failure.
Professor Scan hasn't got a stat
Alright.
block.
We need some new music for this.
Okay.
Is it with that I want to use deception more for some reason?
This one? No, I need something. What do I want to do for this?
Get that.
I'm going for the high and lows of that's a good song, that's a bad song, that's a good song, that's a bad song. In terms of fear.
The purple gossamer fades behind all of you.
It's the scary music, man.
As the gossamer
Very
begins
great.
to fade behind you, Devii, you're the first to hear it. And then Goldy, you can hear light hopping and scratching of fingernails. As you can see, the lantern-like green eye that normally blends into the green ambiance down below. One of those one-eyed, monstrous, spiky figures that you saw back in the previous room when you were taking a rest is now slowly making its way towards you by hopping and jumping on different covers on all fours. And above it, floating towards you, is what looks to be a skull, but not on fire. This skull, I need to find an image here so I can describe it.
Hiding bolt.
Dun, 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 dun. This skull has a very thin smoke that kind of comes off of it and wavers as it basically is flying towards you. It has no lower jaw, and as the smoke materializes above it, Mesh, as they point this out to you, and Velen notice that each of the smoke things make a symbol before dissipating, and each of the symbols are schools of magic.
Is it with 120 feet of me?
I'm confused.
Now, as this is approaching you, I will tell you that it looks as if this little creature is moving things aside or opening, like you'll see it, like basically you see this thing kind of like making a noise and opens a door and the skull floats inside for a brief moment and then it kind of floats out and the little creature closes the door and then runs ahead and this skull's floating behind it. And it seems that both of them for a brief moment here, the one moves around, its eye kind of focuses on your group and just slowly begins to kind of come investigate. It does not seem aggressive in any way, shape, or form, but it is, both of them are coming towards you. Clearly has seen you.
Are they within 240?
I am. I am sneaking on the side.
Do they have evil intent? What's going on?
Yeah, within 240 feet of me, I would like to guiding bolt the smoky head.
I mean, you can do damage.
Okay, Devii is beginning to cast a spell and is holding it until they're within range.
When Devii casts a spell, does she do this?
Mesh is hiding.
I'm hesitating.
Keeping my mage hand out, by the way, just in case I need to do something with it.
I'm hesitating while still twitching my fingers a little bit.
Am I just standing there?
You tell us.
Well, can I see these bunnies or whatever they are?
Bunnies is the one-eyed thingy that gets into the mind.
Oh, it's okay. Is it that? Okay. I don't know because he said it was like they were pattering about. I'm thinking they're like rabbit.
Oh, it is hopping. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of jumps and moves on all fours and then stands up and like opens the door really creepily and then kind of weasels it open.
Kangaroos for you.
Sometimes puts something in its mouth.
One-eyed kangaroo.
Just saying.
Just a very creepy looking monster with one eye.
Okay, I just
Not the size of a
picture
human.
I couldn't picture what this thing was. But I was thinking that was like rabbits. Okay, so we can all see them. They're not like just only the certain people. We can all see them. Like, why are we all standing here? Like, I think.
I'm not. As soon as he gets within 240 feet of me, he's getting hopefully.
Oh, okay. So they're further than 240 feet.
Yeah.
Away.
Apparently, Devii is not asking any questions, but yeah, they look like this basically. Hang on.
Enhance. Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, we already fought those ones before, and they dug into.
Oh. Okay.
One of those, and then the other figure. If I can find the image, I can get you another figure what that looks like. Because that'll be fun. Oops.
You guys can stop me, by the way. I'm just.
Stop you.
I mean, you're starting to cast it, but as soon as that thing comes in range, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you're casting that spell, then I think the rest of us need to be on standby.
Ooh.
Oh, that's what. So this is like a floating skull with like a.
Can you see the little fork with the two symbols on it under it? That's one of the things of magic. And then if you look down there, there's one of those little figures below.
I cannot tell. Is it enormous or is it just?
It's about the size of a human skull.
Okay.
Just no jaw.
It's just the perspective in that drawing.
It's because it's moving close and the little monster thingies are back.
Okay, I think it's time to. We need to get ready now. So we're gonna get wrecked. These things are coming.
You're saying it's not hostile.
Not yet. No.
In the way
It's basically just come towards you. It's kind of just looks very observational. If you would like to make an insight check, you may. But I'll leave that to you. It seems like Devi's already made her choice though.
Which one are
She's
you
ready
saying
to start firing.
The skull or the one eye?
Well, you got to tell me what exactly you want to do here, and then you might be able to roll insight. Because if you're just like, I look at it, it's like, well, okay, great, but that doesn't tell me what you're trying to do.
I use my ocular powers to view the thing that is coming down from the sky.
Let's see here. Where am I looking at?
Using your ocular light sensors to detect.
Here it is. Okay. Yeah. So who? Yeah, I guess this doesn't really give me any clear things. So if you want to roll insight, you can go for it. You want to figure out what this thing's about. basically, rather than just looking at it. I'll allow it.
Maybe he's the head of all of the.
I will allow 2 players to roll, or I'll allow 1 person to roll as advantage. Either or.
I've got +7. Anyone else?
Oh, what? For which?
For in the insight, I mean. Anyone else got anything about?
No, I think you're probably the best person to.
Gary, we
roll.
can't hear you because you're mumbling, and your mic is too far from your mouth as usual.
I said I don't think it would be. My passive insight is 23.
Passive does not apply to this.
Okay, yeah, then I don't think it'd be fair for me to say I roll.
I'll roll then.
I don't have any.
If
bonus.
I think we'll go well with my character right now. 12.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna hurt you, but it is part of a skull, and it's floating and coming
There's
towards
something
you.
about
What are the symbols of magic
a
around it?
floating skull with symbols of magic coming towards us.
I would say because you're not trained in. Are you trained in Arcana, Van?
Yeah.
It is cycling at random every school.
Wild.
For
And
reference,
as
my
it gets closer, because Devii, your range is what? 500 feet?
240.
240. Okay, great. That's oddly specific. All right.
Well, it's double.
It's spell sniper. I know. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it's hard to tell, but up until Devi's about to release this spell, if you guys don't say anything, then it's gonna be initiative. But
Oh,
Devi's literally pointed and ready to roll. So
Devii, do we just want to run? Do we just want to leave? Go to the tower?
that is an option. Dallan or Vanvalor. Who's
she's
Vanvalor?
got a very clear point of attack, which is an aggressive action. So when it comes in range, it's initiative.
Okay, but it's continuing to come closer.
No,
So
I'm pulling it down as they talk to me. I'm pulling my hands down.
Okay, I'm just telling you as a player, Cari. It's initiative
I'm
when
just
that.
thinking
Yeah.
because I have enough time, I would be casting it, looking up, ready, and then they're like Devii. I'm like,
I mean, this thing is cycling through all the schools of magic. I don't know what it's capable of, and I don't know if we want to just run and try and ignore it.
we could run and regroup, think what to do, go somewhere else, or we could come back and try again.
Let me see how fast this thing's coming at you. See if you have this much
We
time.
have probably seconds to decide. So
shooting or running? What are we doing?
Let's go back to the illusion tower. Maybe it won't go in because of that's a high illusion tower.
Is there just a
retreat then?
Yeah, it's actually not moving that fast at you guys. It's pretty slow.
I'm worried it's some magic fucking bomb. I don't.
If a floating skull could meander, it is doing so.
It's going like this.
A nice leisurely stroll. You know, through a 3,000-year-old city. Just chilling.
Goldy, send the rat at it.
Is the rat here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Wait,
if you
no.
if
We're
you think
either
that's a good
attacking
idea,
or we're running. What do we? I don't.
Oh yeah, I guess that would
But the rat is attacking.
That would count as attacking.
If we're running,
The rat's part of a party. Yeah.
may I
Either
make a
engaging or
suggestion?
running.
Why don't I just tell the rats to stay here and we can run? Maybe we'll see what they do with it or something. I don't know.
if we're running, I'll have a silent image of who's the chunkiest one, Goldy running with the rat.
Ah!
You just bad shamed.
But I appreciate it.
Well, Bear would be the chunkiest one, technically.
Bear's
Too late
sitting
now.
by the door.
I'm gonna tell the rat to stand still. Maybe we should go now.
Yeah, let's go. If we're gonna go, we're gonna go.
I'll cast silent image of Goldy with the rat just hanging out.
In full view of the skull.
No, I'm hiding.
Okay.
I was hiding.
Cannot hide and cast a spell, Mash.
What
I don't know
are we
how many
doing?
times
Are
I get through
we-
this.
I'm behind cover, Rob.
It does not
I'm
matter.
behind some cover.
This thing is above
You can't be
you.
behind cover and cast a spell.
We're not behind anything if it's above you.
No, not behind. Under. Can we hide under some rubble?
Mesh is inside of Vanvalor. He climbed into
Make a
his
perception
skin
check,
and is
Devii.
casting a spell from
We'll find
there.
out.
Me?
Yes.
That was a poor choice.
It's already seen you. So
It has? Oh,
Yes,
yeah, it
that's
did
the
already.
that's the
Yeah.
prompt I just gave you twice.
Okay, well, I rolled
It's coming towards us.
9 for, so that's 19.
I did say I stealthed away, so I assumed I was behind
28.
something.
Okay. Well, Mesh, you can make a stealth check.
I did 24. I
Okay.
was trying to say, but
It does not seem to matter.
Okay.
They're still coming towards your position, but you're relative
my
because this thing's really
check-
far away and Devi's range is crazy long. So,
Did my check do anything?
Guys, are we
what would you
running or
roll,
we
Cari? I didn't
hiding?
hear you.
28?
Yeah, there's some like small little like broken archways that you can maybe hide under, but
Okay.
if something's already seen you, it's like they're watching you hide. It's very odd. It's like playing hide and seek when someone's peeking.
Now, is it possible I didn't cast Insight? Is it possible for me to now cast Insight, or
You
is
can't
that
cast
already not
insight,
cast?
Cari.
Cast Insight.
Someone has
okay.
already incited that this is the
That's
result
true,
of the
that's
check.
true.
Inside.
Hi.
That's the word.
Well, then let's go. If we're going, let's go. If we're attacking, we're attacking. guys wanna
Breker's
go? Let's go.
walking backwards towards the illusion tower.
Me too.
She follows. Back there?
I'll
Why
say
are we
this
going
thing is
backward?
probably coming kitty corner, like somewhere in these buildings around in this area. It's probably over there, coming out of one of the buildings.
Yeah, go south towards the transportation one.
What did you end up telling the rat to do? Is it just standing there doing
I've told it
nothing?
to just stand there and do nothing, yeah.
It's literally
There's a
standing by
silent
the Tower of
image.
Illusion, or standing in the middle.
No, it's standing where we stood when we first saw
Isn't
the,
it
the skull. and
inside?
everything.
All right.
It's inside the.
Then you guys are going back to the Illusion Tower, yeah?
Mhm.
Or at least that direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we're going to the direction. Not
After
necessarily
there's
in the
enough
tower.
space between you, and you guys kind of hide a little bit back as best you can. Skull continues without impedance because it's outside now. Just kind of glides over areas. The creature gets close to the rat and inspects it. Looks like it's sniffing it and then bites it, and the rat dissipates.
Aw.
Trying to eat it.
Oh,
Okay.
And then the rat's gone, and then it's kind of just
do we know this? Have we seen it, or we outside?
if you're
or are we
looking,
outside?
yeah.
Mash?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. No, nothing. I just thought the mimic.
Is there an
Okay.
image of a panicked breaker?
This image was of Goldy petting the
Okay,
rat,
sorry.
basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Goldie petting the rat.
Is the image of
So it just
The image
it
is
just
ignored.
phased up. Image is ignored.
Yes.
That's if there was a rat. Guys, maybe we're okay. I mean, they are walking away now, right?
Huh? They're following you.
They
They're
are
still following.
following.
Yep.
If they are following us, then I would like to take a. I want to get a good place in order to, if we get into a fight. be
Okay,
safe.
so
I want some
I'm gonna
cover.
get into a fight.
Yeah, I would look for cover and just.
Okay, where exactly are we on this map?
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna say you guys
We're
get all the way
outside-
back
You
to
go
the
for
illusion
guns.
tower, because you can outpace it
Hmm,
at this stage.
Okay.
But you're no longer moving stealthy, so if there's other things in here, it's gonna be a little bit more likely you might see them.
Damn.
I'm gonna cast summon shadow spawn, so that I have my shadow buddy with me,
All right.
and we're gonna do the attack form.
Uh,
It's the rage form, yeah.
We have to
I-
be
I
ready.
would like to be bait, please.
You've got to be what?
I mean, I assuming we're ready for attack here. If they're still following us, what other options
Prepping.
do we have?
So,
We're just gonna stand our ground and find a good location to.
Is there any like kind of rubble that I can like get some slightly higher ground, like 10 feet off the ground or something? I can
Yeah, I
snipe.
say rolling with Devi's thing. She can probably point out a couple spots that you might find that look a little bit sturdier. You know, something that won't crumble on you. You can
okay.
find something that's got some slight high ground. Yeah,
I'll get my.
probably be a little harder to
sniper
hide
out.
there, but it'll give you that kind of advantage point.
away at this moment? Are we back here and then it's over here? Oops, not coming down.
It's basically where Breker is on the map right now, kind of clearing through that area, coming towards the illusion tower where you guys are at.
Why is Breker
So, do we want to
there?
do we want to just prepare for it to come to us? Because I don't want to be in
Yeah.
a building if this thing's like gonna explode. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Can
So do we
we
want to line
prepare?
up from most squishy to least squishy? Put Breaker in the front. And then...
Can we have
Yeah,
like
can we be less
3
squishy,
snipers?
please?
Can we have like 3 snipers?
Yeah.
Can
We have 3 rifles.
I have a wicked long
Do
distance.
I have a rifle as well, right? I'm
Yeah.
not very
Oh yeah,
good
and we
with
have a
it,
fucking
though.
gun.
I'm not great with it. I don't know.
I
like-
have-
I've shown you how to do the basic stuff, but accuracy is on you. So
So I have.
how's
all
my
of my
accuracy?
spells distance is doubled, or yeah, doubled.
Well, do we want to? I don't know how much we can arrange our actions here, but if Devii shoots a guiding bolt, someone should shoot the gun next. I'll shoot a guiding bolt, and then we shoot another gun.
yeah, that would be nice.
We're
I'm
in
gonna
full-on
let-
British squad firing mode.
Just real quick, did Goldy roll with advantage, or did you just roll once when you rolled the insight?
I rolled once.
Okay, so then, Cari, I missed this. So I said 2 players can roll, or 1 player can roll with advantage, and you said you wanted to roll for it, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then you can roll for it now.
Okay.
Van, you also have a sniper, just to remind you.
12 plus 13,
Yeah, I have a fucking gun.
25.
Yeah.
Okay. I would normally send this into DM, but we're pretty close to end.
Mhm.
And I think that this would benefit all of you. It'll probably just save time. If that's okay, I can just tell everyone.
Mhm.
With the 25, you realize that the way the skull's moving, the pacing, the thing that's with it,
Hmm.
it kind of just looks like it's watching you. It's like, oh, this is interesting.
Mhm.
It's like literally just floating away from you guys and checking you out. That's it.
Okay.
Like, as far as intent and like limited body language, and you got very, very good insight.
Yeah.
And moving from the first place to this place, your guess is that something with your guys' body language it's picking up on, maybe it's not what you're putting down, but that's what they're picking up. You know, like that creature is watching you and is inciting something, and you're not sure what that is, but
Okay.
your guess is that it's not coming to you to harm you right now,
Yeah.
based off of the body language. It just is like a curious, the best way I can say is probably like a curious a bug or like a crab or something that like comes and inspects something. It just wants to get close and check it out.
So, guys, it's
Mesh.
not. It doesn't seem to be coming at us with the
Yeah, new headset.
intent to harm us. Curious. They're just curious to see us. What is like a dog or something that's inspecting a new dog, basically, something like that.
Well, I guess they haven't seen many people here in 3,000 years,
So,
so...
I don't know
Didn't fight.
if we want to continue walking.
Yeah, let's just ignore them.
running,
Let's just ignore them. I
And
mean,
then if they come to us, they might just leave.
yeah, if they're just watching us, then I suppose there isn't any reason for us to
Yeah.
get into a battle, so let's just ignore them and do whatever.
Wait,
For now.
if they're not hostile, friendly, do we maybe talk to the
Curious.
skull?
Curious.
We don't know that they're friendly. Yeah, they're just
Okay.
they're curious. Doesn't mean friendly.
Okay, maybe I'm beating enough of how much I can chew. Okay, we should walk away then. Towards where we're
can-
going.
Can we continue on the direction we're going?
After
And then if we
Devii says this, Velen waves all of you in with a concerned look on her face. Quickly,
Yeah.
everyone, come here, come here. Now. don't know how to tell you all this. I believe that is a lich.
That makes sense.
And
Explain what that is to us, Venom.
sorry,
Maybe
in
some
my
of us
line of
who don't
work,
know.
it is
Bad
the
undead thing.
listen to me. In my line of work, that is the pinnacle of necromancy.
Wait, what?
It is someone who has become one with undeath and has cheated it to stay alive permanently. However, that, even in my line of work, I believe it is referred to as something called a demi-lich, which is a lich that has lost its ability to retain its purpose of becoming a lich in the first place, its mind. It is now locked and unable to become... I don't know the intricacies of all of this. This is very high-level magic things and whatnot, but that thing is scaring the shits out of me.
So should we kill it, or...?
I don't think we can. But it can certainly eat us for breakfast.
Okay, then we need to go.
I mean, at the rat.
So leave, but not in that direction where we're supposed to go.
That
Leave
is
is somewhere else.
We just need to make sure that whatever the reason is that it thinks that we're here, we just let it continue. And we just don't poke
Don't
the
provoke it.
bear. It is
Don't
coming,
poke the bear,
and I
got
do
it.
not want to say much more loudly. I'm very afraid of this thing.
Okay. Why don't you lead the way and we'll go
I am
kind of around.
Not.
I mean, show us the direction we should go around it.
Just
Let's run back to
We
the museum.
we will
and
not
hide
do
there.
anything besides allow it to do what it normally does. This is basically the moment when you will go near a bee's nest and it sees you and it is observing you.
No. Yeah.
I think we should walk
Let's-
calmly, not just. Let's just walk.
Let's
Normally?
if you're trying to lose it, let's go through the rubble of the museum area and lose them in the when we lose line of sight.
Show us where that is on the mountain map.
It,
All the way over there.
why don't we just
Okay.
go in this building right here?
Because we don't
Because we-
know that building is safe.
And we could be cornered.
Why don't we hide in the snow?
You might.
How are we gonna hide in the snow? Over?
Wait a minute. Doesn't one of us have a just cast your
Wait.
your dome thing?
It will be
We're
on
gonna
us by the
hide
time I
out in
finish.
the open in a
That's true.
in an exposed dome.
We just need to assume right now that if it gets to the point where it's on us, everything's going to be okay for now. Hopefully it gets bored and doesn't want to kill us.
How far away is it, Rob?
It's about 500 feet or so, but it's moving. Like, you guys can run at about 30 feet a second, right? If you're not, like, cooking, like sprinting, as like an average person's running speed is like 30 feet around, right? If you dash and really push yourself, you can go 60 feet and around. This thing's, like, pretty close to running speed, but at, like, a leisurely pace. It's like, it doesn't look like it's spending any extra effort to move at different speeds. It's just kind of like... But it also isn't impeded by any progress like you guys are. Ups and downs, going around rubble, everything. It's just gliding. Doesn't have any problems. I really don't
My
know what the
suggestion-
protocol is here. To be honest with you, I still don't even understand how a lich is made. I've just heard it is what a lot of people in my line of work do.
It's
So-
fine to leave. I think the
Alan.
museum, we know it's clear over there.
Okay,
We
let's
checked
go
all
to
the
the
buildings.
Where's the museum?
We're going. Let's go.
I don't know where that is.
Wait,
Are we gonna go
Okay.
quickly, or are we gonna go
Over
like we
there.
have been normally? What's
We're gonna
the...
go normally. We're
I
gonna.
Alright.
think let's just walk
I
at
think
a
we're just gonna go
steady,
normally.
Alright.
briskish pace, but not run.
What we've been doing normally was at a slow pace to be safe, not at a brisk
Okay.
pace. So if we're
Yes,
doing
we
that,
will.
Let's
that's
do-
different than going at a
No,
brisk pace.
we're just walking normally.
Okay, let's just walk normally then.
All right.
We all walk like robots.
Yeah, it's like this extra little bit of
yes,
rigidness
we
in
are
your
normal.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah,
here or are you
I
going
was
here?
just there.
The museum.
Okay, going to the
There,
museum
is
is
that
going
the
to take you
museum?
about half an hour.
Ooh. Okay.
Would it catch you? Would it catch up us up? Could it catch up to us in
Yes.
half
I
an
don't want to
hour?
go into a
Yes,
tower.
it would be.
and
It would probably get within the intended distance that it wants to be, very quickly if you go to normal
well,
pace.
Okay, well then that's. We need to go faster, or we need to go somewhere closer.
Let's go to the illusion then. As much as I hate.
We're back in the illusion tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You close the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long do you wait?
Can we go up and look out the window?
You have to go all the
is
way
it-
up
is
through
it-
the stairs, and you're not sure if you're gonna have to do that thing again.
Is there no windows?
No.
No, let's just stay at the bottom.
Let's just stay at the bottom and wait
Maybe
like 30
listen?
minutes
Yeah.
for it to.
Let's just do a short rest. Like, why not?
Yeah,
If we're
let's
waiting.
do it. Let's do it.
Let's do a short rest while we're waiting,
All right.
which is an hour, which is like an hour though.
Yes, no. With eyes staring at us.
I'm not gonna do this a short rest. I'm just gonna just wait.
So a short
I am
rest.
going to say that if you're going to do a short rest, then everyone will need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can, because it is creepy as hell in here.
Okay, see if we
Do we
can.
get- Do we wear Breker's thing?
No! Natural one.
Sucks.
Natural 20. Nice.
But that means I've got 6 because I had a.
All right. Well, I rolled really, really low, but it wasn't for Velen.
Who's it for?
Velen's fine. She's got actually she's pretty hefty con. So she's good.
Can you just tell us what we need to be?
Yeah, you need a 12.
Okay.
Why couldn't we test how charismatically Vanvalor could take a short rest?
Because
Great
that's
question,
not the
that I will not
thing
answer.
That was
Natural
good thing.
So if you get a 12, you pass, and you can take a short rest.
Hug.
That's normal.
Did not get a 12.
Breker, your saving bonus is a +3, correct?
Oh,
It's +5.
There you go.
then yes, I pass.
Except on a
Oh,
natural
yeah.
1 is always a failure. All right. So you guys can do your short rest things because I rolled really low, and the skull man and the creepy spiky man that are coming after you, for some reason, lost you for a second. And they're gonna take a little while to figure out where you guys went.
Nope. Cool.
But it is not hard to find you. And after the hour, right on cue, hear some scratching on the door. The door opens.
What didn't we look at?
It's just a little guy.
And it's just a little guy with one giant eyeball.
Oh my god.
Look at the
Opening the
ground.
door.
Dude, that's so
And
scary.
behind him, about 30, 60 feet away, just floating in the
Look
air,
at the door.
way up there, is the skull. And it's just looking at
Excuse
you.
me, I need to understand why the door was not locked. Or barricaded
locked.
in some way.
It wasn't locked in the first place.
Oh my god, couldn't we have like
Did we
some-
manage to get the short
Well,
rest
did
off?
you
Yes,
say
I
to
did
lock
say
it?
that first. You did manage the short
Okay.
rest.
Can I get my max health and some stuff back?
So please hit the short rest button, mark off some hit dice, except for if you failed your check.
How would they be having a short rest at the same time these things are coming in the room?
It's not. We had
It's
a
not at
short
the same
rest for an
time.
hour
They
and
finished
then
that,
they
and
came
then
in.
the door opened.
Why did we? I thought Goldy was like guarding the door.
No,
Why'd you-
I just didn't want to take a rest.
Oh my god! So you just let them in.
because they opened the door.
I'm
They wouldn't
confused
be able
now.
to open the door if it was-
I just don't do anything other than not be back
Like
here.
if bears figured out how to use door handles, it's
Yeah,
over.
you do
You know,
notice.
what you want.
You do notice that the.
Uh,
Actually, I need to switch back to the other track since you guys are in here now.
Dallan, do you have those Sony DualSense headphones on? That's what it looks like.
You do notice that
Yeah.
when the door opens,
Yeah,
a little scratching
those,
sound. The little eye figure is a bit shocked, and it like kind of the eye widens a bit more and kind of like dilates and then goes back to normal and then kind of jumps back a little bit and recoil as it sees all of you just standing behind the door. Scurries back to where the skull's at, about 30 feet away. Looks up at the skull. Looks back at you. And then sits down.
Can this? So the skull's up in the air. It can't see us. It just only
It's
the
looking
eye
at
thing
you.
saw us.
It doesn't have any sockets with eyes in them, but it's
I mean
facing
to say,
you.
the building is between us still.
We're inside the building.
You're inside the
Inside
building.
the
It's
building.
outside the building,
Yeah.
looking at you.
Mm-hmm. There is a door between us. And
Is it moving forward still?
No,
We had to.
Like not
it's as
moving,
close
it's
as it wants to be,
still is a
and watching you.
statue. Like playing the
we,
whole thing like I'm not moving.
Can I take some steps towards it?
Sure.
Actually,
Does it
How
move
far
backwards?
did you
Sorry.
say, Rob?
No.
sorry. Could I close the door before he does that? Because I'm still standing. Can I just close the doors?
Before Dallan goes outside, or before Vanvalor
Yeah.
goes outside.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
step.
be-
I'm not
because
stepping outside. I'm just walking like 10
Oh,
feet forward
okay.
to see if it moves 10 feet back.
I'll just sleep.
Okay, I didn't see that. My intent is just to go then just close the door.
You said it was 30 feet away?
Close the after the
60. It's about 60 feet away ish.
60?
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't threatening. I'm just like, you
So-
mind?
Does it move away from me when I
Before-
walk forward?
No. I
I'm
mean,
gonna use
with the-
message.
with the little guy was running away from the door to get back because it was very close to you and did not intend to be that close. It was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Got spooked.
Yeah. It's just a little guy.
Yeah.
I'm
He's fine.
I'm closing the door. I'm like and then like a weird state. I mean, I'm just like I'm closing. I'm like, nope, nope.
Nope, nope.
So you can shut it in here with us, Goldy.
No, it's not inside. It's outside.
You said they pushed the door open and came in.
Yeah, and then it ran away. So I'm closing the door. It's not anywhere near us. It's not anywhere near the door. So I'm closing the door.
Run away.
I'm casting message and saying,
Door's
is
closed.
this Caravix?
Yeah,
can
you
go
start
through
to
doors.
pass the message and then the door closes and you're like, what?
Message can go through stuff.
Oh,
Message
that's
is
right.
the
Yeah, message
cantrip.
does. The
Oh,
other ones
yeah,
don't. What do you say?
Is this Caravix? Are you hostile?
Which direction are you pointing?
Where the skull was.
You get no response.
Huh.
Guys, I assume that it doesn't know that we're here now. We close the door, so why don't we choose to
Wait a
do
minute.
something right now and then do it?
But
I did not know that we're in
Wait
here.
a minute.
Close the door.
Okay.
Its sight with us is broken.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
us
yeah,
decide
yeah,
what to
yeah,
do
yeah.
right now and do it quickly.
I hide?
Barricade the door.
There isn't anywhere to hide here because it's just an open air. We could go upstairs, but I know it's really bad. But
Yeah, that's gonna take so much health away from us. That is not a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
what
I
do we
don't
do?
have that many spells to heal you guys again. And if let's say we go up there,
He's just looking.
yeah, but just stay in here. If they're waiting for us, just stay in here.
I'll tell you what, you go outside because they're after you.
I'm
then
not
we'll
gonna
stay
lie. I close the door with hopefully the intention being like, we don't want to deal with it, so it will just go away politely. It's a long shot, but none of this is normal.
I mean, I agree with you. I think it'll go. Velen?
What?
Any thoughts?
It hasn't
Okay.
tried to hurt us yet.
Yeah, let's just stay in here for now.
I mean, if it
We
wanted
think
to
it's just gonna go
fucking
away?
kill us, the door was open.
We're in a 3,000-year-old city. What do you think is gonna happen?
I think it's gonna
Don't
bust
be
in the
bad.
door.
It's gonna bugger off. It's been here for thousands of years.
Yeah,
And
but
we're the
this
first
weird-
things that are not skeletons or those things.
We're the most interesting thing it seems.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, probably it's what's following us.
It's just,
So we're not gonna be
it
able to
has got
escape.
all of the time in the world to wait the fuck for us.
Do you want to stay in here, or you
No,
want to
no.
walk out there and see them? Yeah, see.
We don't have
somebody's
exactly a
gonna wait.
plethora of options.
Well, let's at least try the wait option first.
I can't wait to twiddle my thumbs for another half an hour in this place of all of
Well,
them.
we can sit here and wait and plan.
Don't bother me. I am going to be catatonic if I continue speaking.
Okay.
If you need scant, you may ask.
Okay. So
Which way is the window on the 3rd floor facing? Towards the skull or away?
It is facing towards the ring. Outward. So the skull is towards the door. So I'm going to say probably the same direction as the skull. Yeah, that's fair. Or at least where you last saw it, yeah. But
Dallan and
you have
Mesh.
to remember
Van
the
and Mesh.
ascending of the tower is what hurt your friends.
I wish we all had masks. Maybe wearing a mask would
Ma-
no, I'm just
Not a mascara, sorry.
If we go to the top of the tower and we send someone out to go and make a distraction, maybe we can lure it away. A big explosion might be a good distraction.
Question, like how? Oh God, no, ignore me. Just don't know what I'm saying.
Do we have anything that can make a big explosion?
Laser rifles.
A fucking gun.
Is my
Lasers aren't
lantern
inherently
dirty?
explosive.
Is your
Never
lantern
mind.
green?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
I thought I could summon the little guys to help.
Just little guys.
Yeah, like maybe we can get the little.
Just
Little
little
guy for their
guys.
little guy. An exchange, if you will.
I can also have Bear go make a noise.
Bear's quite far away, right?
Yeah,
Well, it
it'll be
means these guys were
an hour
here,
till he comes to get
So
down
they
here.
didn't.
You could roar, and the acoustics of where we are could reverberate the actual.
If he votes, we do it. We need our element supplies for exploring the whole of the rest of this city. So I don't want to advertise the fact that we're here. Thank you.
I have an idea as well.
Yeah.
I can have Go Bear wake up the thing that we saw in the museum.
No, absolutely not. No.
That's
Nope,
even.
that's a very stupid
Hear
idea.
your
No.
response.
I'm waiting
I
to
don't
hear an
know.
idea.
Wait, okay, so I don't think
You
we
know-
just ignore it.
kaiju to fight another
I don't know.
kaiju.
I've seen Godzilla versus Kong. I know what you do.
Nope, 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 nope.
Don't do that.
You can hear some clattering of teeth outside as sounds like that thing's trying to communicate with.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Language and then try a message after that, so that's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Talk with it. Is that what you mean?
Okay, just keep that in mind, Mesh, because that means that all the planning for the next 10 minutes you can't participate in.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
They don't listen to me anyway.
What was your plan? Hide under a rock?
Yeah, fucking brilliant.
I'm waiting to hear a better plan.
Yeah, just fucking ignore it. It doesn't. It's
My plan was to just slowly walk up.
open the door,
Just
stood in the
walk
doorway.
All
Let me
you
get
and
super
Devii
close
are
to it and
right.
ran away. It's not here to hurt us unless we try and get into the thing. But if we're just gathering clues, I think we can continue doing that without being harmed.
That must be what it is.
Well, Van, this is an ancient evil with unspeakable amounts of knowledge and years under it. Maybe you should go talk to it.
Okay.
Maybe Scan should talk to it.
Yeah, let's roll scant out the door.
Just like, and the roll, it's a spare.
Hi,
Just like the Wii Sports music, just Wii Sports Resort. Open the door.
I can just imagine him trying to have an elite conversation with a lip.
Just Wii Shop music.
Van, I think you have the highest chance of being persuasive.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. I can go talk to a floating skull. That's fine and normal. We're all just fine and normal here.
Mesh, you were thinking that this might be the Catavix, the necromancer?
Silently nodding as
That
I'm
checks out, doesn't it?
doing my spell.
That, or it could be the high. I think it might be the high.
It's all the all the schools.
All of the schools of magic people were underneath one high wizard.
I got another Hail Mary here. Is
Yeah.
Cal with her disguise goes and tells it to bug her off as Avira.
Or maybe not bug her off.
We have the hat of disguise we've never used.
That is a possibility if Cal's willing to.
Yes! Cal's winning.
We've seen Avira, so he knows what she looks like.
Or should someone who's good at lying go?
Can you make yourself look like Avira?
I mean,
Yes.
it's a hat.
It will take some time, but it's not in.
Hour.
So yeah, do we have an hour for
Oh,
me to...
I totally forgot about this. I'm so sorry.
My foot.
You guys were in. Did I give you some like? When you were in Vera's tower, did I give you anything more than the stuff on the walls? Like
No.
lore-wise?
Nope.
No.
I'm so sorry. Okay, we're gonna retcon a couple things here for you. Maybe this will help. I would like 2 players to roll d20s for me. I would
I will
like
roll.
somebody who has
I
not
got
rolled
one.
this session. Is everyone rolled?
I will not.
I rolled
2
2
players
ones.
roll 220.
I roll badly.
Let's not have Breker do it.
Okay, I will tell you that this is whatever the results of these rolls are just things for me to check off. They are not things that can hurt you. So please don't worry about the rolls for this one, okay? I'm just gonna let you know
Still
that
think
ahead of
Breker should
time.
do it.
What?
So you guys choose 2 people to roll d20s. And then we're gonna end on this.
Cal.
Wow.
What?
Roll a DDD 20 for
can't-
information.
Oh yeah, D20. Yeah, a D20. Hold up. Sorry.
The
I
only
rolled
number that you
D20.
cannot roll is a 16.
I have to roll D20, but not roll 16.
I need 2 people to roll them because you'll get 1 for this tower and 1 for the illusion tower.
And
I'll do 1.
Cal and Mesh.
That's
I
not
did 1. I got a 13.
I
13.
rolled plenty today. They've all been bad.
14.
13, 14. Okay, easy. All right. So when you guys were looking around in that room, there was some kind of like maybe some preserved scroll that you were able to find, or yeah, that was in that apprentice's pack. And there's like a preserved kind of magical vellum with just some, basically like, think of it as if it's like a rules and guidelines for a new member of society in Ythrin. Like basically just like an apprentice wizard would have these kind of like rules and guidelines. It's like a cheat sheet to make sure they remember all the rules. In that tower, the rules and guidelines, one of the things you guys would notice that was just interesting on the vellum that was still preserved that you could read with the help of Scant was that by law, all of the mages that lived in Ythrin were taught the prestidigitation cantrip, and they had to use it to keep the city clean. So that would mean that Prestidigitation has a cleaning mechanic to keep things clean, but basically they were required by law to maintain the integrity of the cleanliness of the city individually to live here. So it's kind of like a community cleaning guide, but they had magic to kind of help them cheat the system a bit because they don't have to actually do it themselves. Then when you get to the Tower of Illusion, on your way in or out of it, we'll just say there's probably a let's see here. Okay. For this one, there is like some etchings on a tablet, maybe like an old structure that's nearby the illusion tower. And this looks to be a piece of something that may be shattered off from a completely other district. Like it doesn't match any of this stuff. But what you can gather from intent of the text that's written on this, that the small little section, is some instruction manual about how to, like, basically it looks like it was from a guard tower or something. And Scant instructs you that says that the wizards of the city used human constructs that were created with magic, and they were referred to as Magan or Magan. It's probably the better way of saying it. I think the pronunciation is a little like up to suggestions, but it's spelled like mage with an N at the end.
There's a dumb Megan film with that dog.
So they're called Magan, but the Magan were used in 3 forms: guards, workers, and valets in general.
So he probably thinks we're workers that are sure.
And those constructs were created using a powerful spell. So it seems that they had developed some sort, like, reading between the lines of this kind of line of text is basically like that the powerful spell would mean that perhaps the Netherese or the people of Ythrin, you're not sure which, developed this spell that is no longer known to create humans out of magic to just do menial tasks. So similar, like modern day magic, you guys would be familiar with like general mageocracies and mage societies or mage like towers. They would like have these things called unseen servants or like familiars like the owls or Mesh's little animal. Those are pretty basic magic. But for the Netherese, their basic magic was people. They just made people to do normal stuff like guard shit and valet them around the city, drive the sky coaches perhaps. You know, work in the shops, cook their food, all kinds of stuff.
What was the third type?
Workers.
Guards, workers, and
Valets.
what was the third? Valets.
Because you guys found that broken sky coach back in the other city. And Dallan, your character went to that tower that looked like it was like an aerial meeting room. So it's probably like the only way in was probably a sky coach to get in there.
We should just pretend to like clear the.
Now you're starting to put some pieces together. So those 2 bits of lore and a skull floating outside your window will leave us to what you guys decide to do next week. Mesh, we're going to end on the cliffhanger of your message after your spell concludes with tongues or
comprehend language.
Great. You cast comprehend languages and you do what?
I use message again at the skull, and I say the same thing so that he might understand me. Is this cat a Vex? Are you hostile?
Okay. You say the same thing, you get the same result, because comprehend languages allows you to understand them and not for them to understand you. That's tongues.
Ah, shit.
You didn't know that much?
The chittering of the other.
At the end of the 10 minutes, you do not hear the creature anymore.
Ooh, maybe they're gone. Slowly open the door. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll do it. I just
How
opened
long?
one
So
door.
10 minutes. Goldy, roll percentile, please.
Percentile.
Yeah.
I mean 100 die.
D100.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna
I've had a certain kind of die roll with this. Let's hope I don't get it this time.
Oh.
94.
bad, isn't it? What?
Again?
Did you really say for you lying?
Vanvalor, roll a D4.
Oh, right. We're doing it. Okay.
How did you get 94 again?
I don't know. I got 100 once before, remember?
No.
2. Is this the same rolls, really?
It is.
Is it a 1?
It's a 2.
Okay. There are now 2 of those creatures outside
Oh,
instead of 1.
Crap.
I closed the door. Guys!
Is that a good place?
They're
And that's what we're going to pick up next week.
We just got.
you didn't multiply.
Oh my god, you rolled the worst thing twice!
No.
That's not.
Jesus Christ.
Next time we're not having Goldy roll this.
Okay, I gotta be quiet because I was just really loud for a
I
second.
got 100 the first time I ever rolled
Okay,
this.
guys.
Why would you let me roll it?
Stream, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Is
Bye.
it Saturday yet?
Bye.
Have a great week. /.
Oh my
It's
god.